Alright, welcome Eric Flight viewers. We're trying out my brother's headset. I found it the other day, and it's a pretty sweet one. It's a Steel Series with this box there, and it also kind of solves my problem, hopefully, of the microphone. I'm going to double check that now. But yeah, it looks like I'm coming right through nice and clear. And also, I'm able to use that with vPilot as well, because now I send my mic signal over through voice meter. It's like this whole big setup. So we did it. But anyways, tonight we're going to be taking off from Laconia, flying into my real-world home base of Plymouth, Massachusetts. Why Laconia, New Hampshire, you ask? Because this is the last real-world flight I did with my hockey bud, and it looked really similar to what you see here, except for that terminal. It doesn't look like that in real life. But we parked over here when I arrived in Laconia, so I figured I'd just go in this transient parking space and we'd go from there. Other than that, I didn't really check a lot of things other than the weather. So we're just gonna call it what it is, which is just a flight with faith. But the weather's looking pretty good. There's a couple clouds at 2,900 few, so we're gonna be able to break through those. We're gonna be traveling at 7,500 feet, and if you didn't notice, I'm a little sick. So there's some times where I might take little breaks with talking, but we're gonna try our best. At school today, I could hardly talk at band rehearsal, so I'm just glad to have some type of voice. You might also hear coughing like that. Just go with it. We're gonna do this event because I am hosting this with the Virtual USA Flying Club, and I should probably put that logo above me. That's the only thing I think I forgot to do tonight, so let me do that. Yes, officially a Virtual USA Flying Club event. The Thanksgiving fly-in to Plymouth, Massachusetts, where it all happened with the Pilgrims and the Native Americans called the Wampanoag. Alright, without further ado, we have no one on for Vat Sim, but we are going to do our best here. Let me get inside the plane, and let's get this thing going here. I just gotta get this window there. Okay. And we're gonna put that in real center gear. Okay. Alright, checklist this puppy. Let's do it. And come on now. Oh, come on, man. Audio, scenes, scene items. There we go. Now it's working. There's a tablet. There's our intended route. I'm going to go over the Bravo at 7,500, hence why I picked that. And then we might do some sightseeing around Plymouth. So we'll have to see. Checklist. Whoop, wrong one. That went way too far. 172 SP. Without the G1000. Pardon me. Okay, hope that wasn't too loud. Pre-flight's done. Seat track backlock. Avionics are off. Autopilot is off. Throttle is a 1/4 of an inch. Mixture is fully in. We're also going to turn on the fuel. Always forget to do that one. Let me cycle through this actually. Still waiting to get my TPM back, but I did put it into our electronics guy who's going to try to fix it. So we'll see what happens there. I told him no rush on that. Brakes are set. Master on. Beacon on. I like the yellow clear prop right before we start the engine. Fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3. Mean. Full off. And we should be good to go. So, mags to start, and then make sure to full rich. Here we go. Clear prop. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, you know what it is? Bad's not connected right now. This screen's going to flash for a second. It updates, and then it doesn't restart itself automatically. So that's another thing I didn't do. But that's alright. Alright. With that, now we should be almost good. I'm waiting for SPAD to load. But happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And actually, I forgot to post this everywhere, so let me do that too. There's no rush here. Go into Discord, posting everywhere. Okay, so we can get some promotion going on here. Sending the word out. I don't know why I got that song stuck in my head. Should have already posted. It did. Good. And we are VFR tonight, by the way, so I'm gonna go nuts with IFR tonight. Sorry about the coughs. Oh, feeling great. Alright, some iced tea. Everything's off. Is SPAD working finally? It is. Let's make sure my trim wheel's working, because that'll be the next problem I have. It seems to be working. Let's check on the sim. Oh, it is. Alright, good. So I'm going to have to do that all over again. That's alright. Let me get some iced tea, because I'm not feeling well. Alright. Alright, so let's start this checklist again, shall we? Alright. Seat track back lock, avionics are off, autopilot's off, throttle 1/4 of an inch. Mixture full lean, brakes are set, master on. Oh, and the lights come on. For some reason it defaults to like all these lights coming on now. So I just gotta turn them off. Man, what a pain, huh? I don't know how to get that to be like default, not with the lights on. It'd be nice to learn that stuff, but it's okay. Real world weather, not real world time. We're leaving it around probably 10:30 East Coast time here. Alright, master on, beacon on. We're good. Alright. So we should pump on. 1, 2, 3. Full lean off. Everything's working there. Fuel is on. Okay, here we go. Clear prop. Clear prop! And something is not working. Just give me a second. Because I have the monitoring off. There you go.
Pretty quiet around here.
Deep in thought.
Josh, you flying the helicopter?
It's working now. That's the Virtue USA Flying Club, by the way. Alright, mixture full rich. Oil pressure is in the green. Or it would be in real life, but it's not here. But it never is in this model for some reason. Think about going back to that 172 mod and giving that a shot. I don't know, lights as required. Let's do nav and taxi for now. Okay, seatbelt harnesses, flaps are up, they are. Heat vent defrost, it's pretty cold here in the northeast. So let's do heat in anticipation of that. It's like probably 40, 30 degrees out. Flaps up, heat vent defrost, avionics on, and we'll find that in a second. 37 degrees, yeah, I'm gonna need that heat. Again, apologize. Let's get Plymouth in here. So someone on this Real Sim gear that I'm using for the GNS, it's the GNS 530, the Real Sim gear. I like it a lot, but someone wrote in the forums today on Discord, not the forums, on Discord that they're going to try experimenting with putting backlighting on this, which I thought would be awesome, with like a little switch to toggle the brightness on it, you know. I'm not going to tear mine apart, but I'm wondering, I told them to let us know how it goes. And then I think that's a worthwhile mod on this thing. I bought it used, so I don't really have as much attachment to it as buying new. But I still pay like 175 bucks for it. It's been great for training IFR though.
So, is the event in full swing right now?
Yep, we're all set. Just read the briefing, and if you have any questions, just ask me, okay?
Roger, I just got back from my ATC session.
No problem. How'd it go?
Long day, like.
Let's keep at it, see what you can do. $525. I'm gonna get the ATIS at Laconia. Once I monitor the comp too, that is. Notice I'm gonna take my time tonight. We did have full fuel tanks.
Boston Center, generic November 226 Juliet, Quebec, 7,500 feet. Generic November 226 Juliet, Quebec, center altimeter 30.250.
Kilo Lima, Charlie, India, automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 354 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few clouds at 3,300 feet, few clouds at 4,800 feet. Temperature 2C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3027. Kilo Lima, Charlie, India, automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 354 at 4.
Runway 26.
Visibility 10.
We're gonna have a little bit of a crosswind, which is fine.
3,300 feet, few clouds at 4,800
Actually, let me
feet.
just do it one more time. My brain's just not working right now.
Dew point 10C, altimeter 3027.
3027.
Kilo Lima, Charlie, India, automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 354 at 4.
Actually,
Visibility 10.
let me show you what I use in case my brain's just not working. So use this Flight Winds app. You can check it out with me. They said 354 for winds, right?
10C, altimeter 3027.
Runway 8 here. This will tell me
Kilo Lima,
crosswinds.
Charlie, India, automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 354 at 4. Visibility
Yeah, it doesn't really
10.
matter.
Sky conditions,
We'll take 2.6. And the reason why I'm gonna take
3,300
2.6.
feet, few clouds.
Going back to guard, by the way. So let's show a little guard a little love tonight, shall we? But There you go. A little love of guard. This is an awesome map to have.
With KGRG.
Because it will help instantly with the crosswind component. And it calculates everything for you, and you can do it on the fly. So I love this app on my phone for that very reason. Because like tonight, we have winds from 354 at 4 knots, and it's like 268 for the runway. It's like, okay, well, let me see where my crosswind is. And you can see that's exactly the same. No headwind. So we're going to go runway 26, though, because if I take off on 8, they have some hills out there. You see that? And that I remember that from when I flew in here for real. We came in on the left pattern, and we had to really cut that base in here. It wasn't like really, but you had to cut it in here to get down for 26. So if I go this way, there's not as many hills. Seeing that the crosswinds are the same, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with that stuff. So, all right, back to the checklist. ADSB is on already. Test the radio. I'll see if anyone's out there at Simulacom, but I don't think anyone is. Let me also load my flight plan here for what's going on here. Yeah, we're all alone, as you can see. Except for this guy. 406 Charlie Romeo. That might be one of us. That might not be one of us. So, have to see about that. But that's Immunicom, November 489 Echo Foxtrot. Radio check, please.
5x5.
Roger, 9 Echo Foxtrot. I was wrong. I actually got a radio check. Sweet. Taxi light is required. We're also using a new headset. If you notice, this was my brother's, and I brought it back from Texas after his passing, and it's a really nice headset, like I said. So I'm going to use it tonight. I am using Bijan.
And I'll tell you guys, if you
Studios.
have not tried out the new Beaver for Flight Sim 2020 that came out with the 40th anniversary edition, it is. If you download the mod that's on the
Have a good flight.
flightsim.to, it is really something.
All right. I'll have to check it out.
It's a great plane.
So we're going to test everything on the way out. And to answer your question, Scott Folke, by the way, thanks for coming on to the broadcast. But
Yeah, the
I'm
mod
using
adds a variant that's got
Bijan
bush tires
Studios.
with it too, so it's
Bijan
just, it's stellar.
Studios, and you can set the seasons to what you want. So there's a competing product by another. I can't remember who they are right now. I'm gonna come back to it. Oh, Rex Studios, and that works and everything. But I prefer this one for some reason. It's just what I started with, so I actually kind of like it better. So, all right. Anyways, let me get rid of this tablet. We're on our way. Well, that's really nice music to go departing on. The thing at the top, by the way, still isn't working. I gotta work on it this weekend. So that flight.
Tommy,
data
how's
will not
the?
be up there.
Did you end up taking the Husky?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Bijan
Are you on
Studios.
2020 then?
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm on 2020.
Dude, isn't that Husky so much fun to fly?
The Husky's nice, man. I like it a lot.
It is so much fun.
That's Virtual USA Flying Club members. We should
Once
turn it
that
down a
plane
little bit.
came
Let me
out,
do
I'd
that.
never touch the
Turn it
Cub
down.
again. That thing is just, so awesome.
There we go. A little quieter. They're not annoying or anything. It's just it's a lot to do with all these voices going on. Anyways, this is the late fall, early winter scenery. I just changed it tonight for that season because I figured we're about almost a month out from winter, so this would probably be it. And it's not bad, you know. They're duller than what they were before for fall, so I had to go with this one because that's kind of what it is here in the Northeast right now. All right, we'll do a run up here before we get into 2.6, and we'll go from there. And again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That's why we have this fly-in. Third annual fly-in for Virtual USA Flying Club. Wait, I almost forgot, too. I should be wearing my Virtual USA Flying Club admin hat, seeing I am hosting the event tonight, so I'm going to put that on with pride. And now that I have a white headset, it kind of goes with it. It looks pretty sweet. So, I still might mix it up with my real world aviation headset. It's just this way I don't have to deal with batteries, and it has a pretty nice setting on it. The only cons of this is I don't have Bluetooth in the headset, so I can't, like, take phone calls during flight sim sessions. Which I don't do a lot anyways, but... Alright. I kind of miss my throttle prop mixture thing from SciTech, but it's Hopefully gonna be repaired by that local electrician guy. He does computer repair. And he said that there might be a chance, but it might not be definite. So I said, hey, you do what you can. I'm willing to put 80 bucks into it. I got it for free because I went to flightsim.com and I was offering to buy one because they're hard to find. They don't even make them anymore, but back then they were hard to find too. And this guy just like, hey, you need it for your training, here, have it. And he was like, just send me the money for shipping. And then he never cashed the check. So I essentially got it for free thanks to that gentleman. And I did get my private, so I did exactly what I said I was going to do with it. So, again, sorry about my illness tonight. It's going to be kind of weird. What is that thing? Oh, it's a bird. I thought that was a bug on my monitor up there on my upper right screen. That was weird. There are birds out there, though, so you can see them. It's another add-on from South Oak Company or whatever that is.
Love you too.
Alright, we're going to do a
Drive
run-up
safe.
right here, so. Gonna go back to our checklist.
Oops, sorry,
Usually I
guys.
turn
I'm
into the
muted.
wind. It's okay, I had one of those
Feel
tonight
me
too.
too,
My
huh?
wife is at chorus. Brakes are set, fuel set to both. Trim set to take off. Flight controls. Free and correct.
How long can we stay on, Mom?
Yeah, they sell
When's...
they sell a box.
But
I'll show it to you
I'm
later on.
quiet.
How's that?
Oh,
Discord. Enunciator light check. There you go. Instruments, turn quaders in the middle, no flag. We're all sick here tonight. It's great. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that was good. 110, yeah. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspeed is good. Mixture best power. We're about 500. I'm going to leave it where it is. 1800 RPMs. It's gonna jump around thing again. Yeah, stop doing
Plymouth
that.
is PYM, right?
That is affirmative.
Thank you.
Right magneto. Back to both. Left magneto. Back to both. No carb heat in this bird. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. That's good. Oil
I mean, these
pressure, oil
folks up in
temperature,
Boston
final
must all be
degree.
busy for the holiday. I'm surprised there's not a single person on here.
Hey, I'm in Massachusetts. Oh, you meant for VAT Sim. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That was. I'm gonna blame that on my illness. All right, idling.
That's funny.
Back to 1,000.
I'm probably blowing out the C1, the C4010, the C4010.
That's cool, man. Okay, we're good. All right, let's do the briefing. So, if we're on the takeoff and we have a problem, chemical pressure, otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort takeoff land directly
To
on the
what?
runway. If we are under 50, no, sorry, say 1,200 feet, there's a problem. Mechanical
yeah,
pressure,
a little bit,
otherwise,
actually.
we
I
will
was flying
land directly,
the,
have no more than 30 returns, best glide
So
speed in
I've
this
been
is
flying a lot of
68.
helicopters on this
If we are
2020,
above,
and once I realized,
700 feet, this problem
'cause I
chemical
was
pressure,
having a
otherwise,
heck of a time
I'm gonna
with it.
turn to the
And then I
windsock.
realized, oh, you know what? The sim, they set up different
Yeah, we're gonna turn to
controls,
the
like,
right, because the wind's
I
coming
didn't
from the
need-
right,
I didn't
and that
have
when
to
it
have
attacks
the
by the
rudder
grass, the runway. Rudder's available to us,
set up
best
like I
glide speed
needed
in this again is 68.
my
Then
tail
rotate at
rotor, I
55,
needed
and
my
we're gonna climb at
cyclic, all that
74.
stuff. So once I
And
figured
with
that
that,
out,
we're on
I
VAT
was-
Sim
it ended
Unicom,
up
my
going a
GPS
lot
is in.
smoother.
We're squawking.
I think that was part of the problem, is that it just
Circuit
wasn't
breakers
flying
are
right.
in,
It's like, man, they
turn
really
our
messed
landing
this
light, our
up.
strobe
But
on.
really, it's just a matter of getting in and figuring out which
And,
settings you need to have.
We should be good.
But
Get on that chat,
yeah,
yeah, USA Flying Club.
I
It's an
don't-
event for us tonight.
I
so
like the little Calibri guy, whatever that's called, the little trainer helicopter, much more than the Bell. I just think it
All
flies
right.
a lot smoother. But
no one on downwind, no one on base. No
it'll
one
be
on final.
interesting to see what else.
Crosswind, we'd
'cause
move
now
our
that
head, but we can't
helicopters
really
are
do
like
that
a
right
thing,
now,
you know,
so
I'm sure
we're
that some of
gonna
the
call it.
developers will get a hold of that and start
All right.
putting forth some payware products and stuff.
There
I
we
would
go.
love to see some of
pilot.
the like the 412 would be great. to
Laconia
have.
traffic says the 9 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 26, departure to the south. Laconia.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you that in a second if I have it. I had one, and then I pulled back. I have to put this on.
Yeah, I've
I'll
seen
probably
really good
do
things
that.
about that.
But there's a box. It's from Pilots HHQ, I think it is. and it has the
I would
dual
love to see
GA
a decent
plug
Robinson
to
444
1/8 inch for your
R44.
laptop and stuff. So that's what I use for my
Um,
Bose 820. So exactly, Bose 820s. That's what I
But
do.
you know, we'll see.
So,
See what happens.
but I will show it to you once I get a chance,
Yeah.
if I can do that, which I probably can. I just gotta find it again.
Perks.
So I disconnected things while I got this new headset on. All right, with that, we're good to go. I want to get in the middle though. Aileron slightly to the right, and on the ground, we're good enough. There we go. Full throttle.
Yeah, the AS350 is nice too.
Yes.
Make sure I see that throttle there. Sometimes it does some weird, funky things. I missed my TPM. See that 55.
Just feel the range.
And rotate. And we're
Plymouth
up.
traffic. November
Pretty
146 uniform. We're about 9 miles to the south. We're gonna be
Discord.
in the area. Whoops.
Trim up slightly. My trim wheel. There we go. We're off. Last couple flights I was flying the Bonanza, so I'm like, oh wait, landing gear? No, we're good. So it's all good. All right, we'll climb out of here, and then we'll head direct. Again, here's my electronic flight bag with our route in it. So I'm gonna take that off, but we'll show you in a little bit. Just gonna fly directly over the Class Bravo. No one's on for VATSIM tonight right now, so probably should have set this to runway heading, but that's okay. Okay, looking to our left, rock the wing up, we're clear, and turning to the left. Pretty nice night to fly. We're using real world weather again, but not real world time. I wanted to see the sights as I went down there. Scott, I will get to that in a second. Let me just get on cruise here. If that's too loud with the coughing, let me know. I'm trying to shield it. But okay, direct track is 177. Climb at 80. That means that we lower the nose slightly. But that will help us cool off the engine. Better visibility over the nose. Yeah, because I do like my A20, but again, I'm using this headset from my brother who passed this summer. I brought back a bunch of stuff, and this is one of those gems I found. I was like, I'm tired of leaving stuff in boxes, so I'm trying to use it, see what I want to stay in a box. But these are high quality, pretty nice SteelSeries headphones. And let's face it, it's easier than having to pull up my headphones out of my flight bag every time because leave these attached. All right, climbing at 5,500. We'll start leading up the mixture at 3,000 for maximum RPMs. Yeah. Right about there. Ish. All right. Get my autopilot configured here, so keeps jumping, Captain. Stop it. All right, good. Autopilot on. Let's do heading and altitude 5,500. All right, let me see if I can find that thing really fast, Scott. Don't. Be right back. Here it is. All right, I got it for you. See, I knew it was right here. Just needed time to get it. So, I don't know if you can see this, but this is what it is. It is the Pilot USA. The Flying Monkey. Pilot USA PA96. And it has the 1/8 inch outs. But on the other side, it has the general aviation plugs. And that's what I use. I have two of them because I was using having my son use an aviation headset for a little bit when he streamed with me. And you need a 9-volt battery to power up the microphone. That's the only downside, but that's because you don't get power from the panel. You have to get it from a 9-volt battery. Plug this into your PC, plug your headset in here, and you got it. PA96. You can find these on Amazon, but their website is pilot-usa.com. Again, that's pilot-usa.com. And it's the PA96 model. Because they make them for a bunch of different headsets like helicopters and military and stuff. So, all right, is that there? No, it's not there yet. All right, I'm gonna take this thing off autopilot now because it wasn't climbing. But now it is. We are totally VFR, no flight following, no nothing. And boy, I just climbed this thing like a bat out of hell.
Well, that was the first time my Cessna 310 failed to stay up, so I have to switch over to the, I believe, the Bonanza.
Alright, let's get this a little louder. There we go. Whoop. Keep climbing. Keep climbing. You're welcome, by the way. Alright, leading up to make sure you get a little extra power there. Excuse me while I cough. Man, this thing, I'm a school teacher by day, and it's been terrible. Like it's a respiratory thing going around. Good fixins. Welcome to the broadcast, by the way. Seeing that Streamlabs chat bot doesn't seem to be working, let me play your sound, sir. And that would be... Oh, well, it's my night to put the kids to bed, too, and my wife's at chorus, so I got a little worse than you. But anyways, good fixins as always. Welcome to the broadcast.
Perhaps a little more room here for the fixins. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixins.
We're gonna have so many.
And I'm putting themselves to bed.
You clean those fixins up right now.
Yeah, big boy. From now on, you gotta clean up your own fixins.
All right. But yeah, if you want to get a short one, and I kind of left it open like that. But look at these beautiful trees. Yeah, out of Laconia, everybody. Goodbye, Laconia. It was very nice flying in there, though, in real life, too. You see at these hills. You know you're in New Hampshire when you start seeing the hills. So, let me know if you can still hear me on the microphone over this. I did some tests. I just want to make sure that it still works.
Perhaps a little more room here for the fixins.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm talking about?
So it does work, it's just
We're
very
gonna have a
delayed.
lot of fixins.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that sometime.
Fixins up in this motherfucker. You clean those fixins up right
cruise
now.
altitude.
Yeah, big boy. From
Gotta
now
build
on,
some speed,
you gotta clean up your
trim
own
it down a little bit.
fixins.
And we're good. Trim down. Yeah, it always is sleepy though, that's the problem. I don't know why. Trim it down. Alright, kick it back to 2400. There we go. I missed my TPM. I missed my TPM. It's getting fixed, hopefully. If not, I'm going to buy a new one. And sorry about the coughing. It's been a heck of a couple days. When I asked my daughter to get my lozenges, of course she's only 4, so she's like, I don't know where they are. So, it's all good. Okay, trimming up. Probably brought them up somewhere, but that's okay. Say, armed with tissues and iced tea. Alright.
Linear traffic of Bonanza 5 Echo Kilo, take off.
Discord. By the way, do remember to put your post into the Thanksgiving fly-in event channel when you land to let me know that you participated, please. Thanks. Alright, we're on our way and we're almost trimmed out. So I might have found a solution to that Bonanza problem I was having where I took off and it was blowing me everywhere. FS Realistic, which I also use, put this new feature in there called Low Alternate Turbulence, and it's in beta. And the intensity was up to 50. I put it on 25. And it seems to work a lot better, at least than the 172. So we'll have to try it in the Bonanza and see what happens. So, alright, anyways, where are we? Well, here's my electronic flight bag tracking us as we go. We're about to come up on Manchester. And there's a NASCAR speedway up here, too. I don't know if you can see it from here. But in real life, I could. It's actually past it. But it would be over there. Taking a little right rudder in here. It might be over there. Yeah, there it is, right there. So that is some type of NASCAR track there. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's on the sectional. And it's a little bumpy up here tonight, you know, won't lie, but it's definitely doable still. If you want to fly with us, by the way, we're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, so feel free to see us there. Also, please follow on Twitch and also subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so I can monetize the channel and start making a little ching-chang there for World Flying. That's how I make my money on another YouTube channel. That's what pays for the flying.
All right, Eric, it was fun.
All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, just a short hop, and I'm out of here, but I appreciate it. Thanks for hosting.
Thanks for coming out.
Yep, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. We have about an hour, but we might do some sightseeing around Plymouth.
So where do we put our attendance again?
If you go to the Thanksgiving flying in attendance, it tells you how to post. You're going to put your registration number and then your flight plan, where you were going to and from. And it's right there. Just look in that channel.
Yeah, I see it. Thanks, man.
Yep. All right. Let's take another look outside. Concord Municipal should be off our right wing. I can't hear him right now, but I'll get back to him after. This Concord Municipal is over there. I've landed there in real life too. Pretty nice airport. I went there with my good friend Anthony Wicked, who also streams, by the way, but doesn't do flight sim. He does horror games right now. But I gotta give him a shout out anyway, so let's give him a shout out because he is a real world friend that I've known forever. We used to play in metal bands together back in the day, or a metal band. So shout out to Anthony Wicked. If you're into horror games, he used to do a lot of Call of Duty. I mean Modern Warfare and stuff like that, but he's not doing that anymore. He's doing mostly horror games. They're pretty cool. So, when you say Bristol, what was that all about? You mean check out Bristol? When I do some sightseeing, I could do that. It's not that far. But I was going to show like where the Pilgrims landed and stuff. Like, oh, the racetrack? No. It's like, oh, it's the Nashua Speedway or something like that, now that I think of it. But it's the only NASCAR one I know around here in New England, so yeah. I gotta blow my nose, and again I apologize, but I'm gonna let Otto take the plane for a little bit and mute my microphone so you don't have to hear me sneeze into blowing my nose into a microphone. So without further ado, Otto, take the plane for just like a minute, and I will be right back. Coming back. Give me a second. Thank you, Otto. And a salute to Otto, the autopilot. You got it, my friend.
Automatic pilot.
There it is.
I'll go back to the passengers.
So yeah, Real Millhouse, how's it going? Nice to see ya. I gotta trim this thing back up. Seem to have a little bit of wind here tonight. Tailwind at 25 knots, I'll take it. Oh, you did? Cool. Yeah, Digi Driver, by the way, is still working on that scenery for Plymouth, but he's doing a really, really nice job. You are in the dark. It's not that bad. I like night landings at Plymouth. It has pretty good lighting. In real life, though, you have to type in 122.9 and click the button to make the lighting appear, but in the simulator you don't, so you have it a little easier. A little bit, not much. Alright, seeing that my voice is already starting to wear out, I'm drinking some iced tea. Iced tea, it's good for you. Oh boy. But Digi Driver, who's quickly grown on me as more than just a friend, because he's been awesome with creating series. Check out my Discord. He even added, I do the gallon jugs and I just drink right out of it, because if I do a cup, I always run out. So my wife had that in the car, so it's nice and cold too. But alright, we'll be at Plymouth in about 40 minutes. We're going to show you Manchester, New Hampshire as we fly by, which is right over there. And the airport is just south of that, so we're a little farther out, but when I flew this in real life, they cleared me through the Bravo a little to the west side, so I got to fly like right near Manchester. It's pretty nice. This is the late fall, early winter trees from Bijan Studios. Again, they're pretty fantastic. Well, I like it a lot. I'm waiting to see Microsoft Flight Simulator do seasons, which I believe they're working on behind it all. But I'm also using the Google Maps mod because I like it better than Bing. Even though last time I forgot to load it and I flew with the Bing, it got better, you know. But we're right between Manchester and Portsmouth, Maine, or Portsmouth, New Hampshire, excuse me, which is out there on my left. You can see it out there, Peace Airport. So, I have a friend that lives around there, one of my brother's friends. I also asked to date her back in when I was 21 years old. She said I was too young, and yet she told me the other day that she was trying to date a younger guy. So, go figure. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. Anyways, I'm happily married. Just funny and ironic that when you get older, things happen. Yeah, this Logitech throttle with at least the Cessnas, doesn't feel as natural. I miss my throttle prop mixture, which again, hopefully is getting fixed right now. Alright. Oh, does it? Well, that's because I did TBA, but I can fix that really fast. Give me a second. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know what this is going to do to my settings, but I'll put it through Restream. I'll go from there. So there you go. And if not, I tried. I mean, to be fair, it still was to be announced till the beginning of the stream, right? Yeah, we left from Laconia, New Hampshire. Alright, Manchester, off our right. Had a lot of family history from Manchester from when I researched. And then the airport's over there. That is Class Charlie, but we're above it at 5,500. And I just remembered I was supposed to go to 7,500 to avoid the Bravo, so let's do that. We're going to climb 7,500. Seeing that we got no flight following, we're still fine. We're still outside the Bravo. This way, if someone pops on VATSIM, we're still good to go. So, Laconia is cool. Yeah, I liked flying there. I like to actually stop there for a day. They have like a touristy video game place up there, and I went there as a kid. I haven't been back there since, but last time I just wanted a longer flight with my hockey bud. I hadn't seen it in over 20 years. And I showed those pictures on on stream before, but I can show them again. But it was cool. It was an expensive flight though. It was like 350. No, wait, no, 400 something by the time it was done. So the rental. That's what it costs to go further, though. And I want to keep going further here and there, but I have to, sadly, to handle my brother's affairs, I have to check with a lawyer on some things. So now I have to use some flight funds on that as well. It's not like there's turmoil or anything. I just have to figure out some things and whether it's worth it to pursue. And it's nothing criminal. It's just probate. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, leading out the mixture more. Well, there. EGT looks good. Should probably make that go to peak there. Alright, it will work out either way. It's really because of him, not me. So I'm already like, I got backup plans for, it's really about my niece who gets everything. It's just that there's some stuff, but yeah. But alright, man. Thanks for checking in, and when you come back, let me know. So. Climbing up to 7,500 again to get over the Bravo. Just coming up. Boston should be right out there. See it right there. So it's a really clear day here. Late night, if you will, because it's real old weather, but not real old time. And we'll be flying right over Boston. Give us some visual there at 7,500. Excuse me. Plymouth in 34 minutes, like that. That's like amazing to fly from Laconia to Plymouth in like an hour. I still can't get over that when I fly sometimes. But we do typically go about 135 miles per hour in a plane. So, depending on wind. And this has a heck of a tailwind tonight, so we're gonna be moving a little faster than usual. Okay, build some speed here. Kick it back. 2400-ish. 2450 is usually pretty good in these. What's up, Nick? How's it going? You back home already for tomorrow? Yeah, let's do that thing with the throttle again. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm going to have to calibrate it again or something. But we'll just leave it right there. My TPM never did that. Oh, that's fine, man. Where'd you fly to? Oh, you got him last night. That's awesome. How's the 172 handling? Oh, that's cool, man. That must have been a nice flight, huh? Kind of cold, though. How's your heat work in that 172? It depends on the aircraft, you know. Waterville, Maine, huh? What's in Waterville, Maine? And looking at VATSIM, Boston ground is on 121.9er, but that's about it, so we're okie dokie. We'll make things happen still. So there we go. Alright, this thing. Okay, I'm trying to set my windows to overlap the right way. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna mute the microphone every time. Watch this. When I mute the microphone, the light turns red. I program that. How cool is that? I don't know if you can see the lights, but I made them Eric Flight colors. Yeah, it's been a little bumpy over here. Yeah. But you got current for night. Is that what it is, or you just went for night because you can? I like flying during the night. I think it's a nice thing. It's just the clouds you got to look out for. You know, you have to pay attention what the clouds are. But we're heading towards Boston at 7,500. In fact, we're flying over Bedford pretty soon. So I'll give you not only a shout out, but a hello down there. If anyone doesn't know, Nick Resla flies out of Bedford, Mass. So, yeah. So let's give him a shout out now. Shout out to Nick Resla. If you haven't checked him out, check him out on Twitch. Good friend of mine. And is a future airline pilot, so he's getting there. Way better than me already. Just do the Queen Elizabeth. Hello there. I think I'm gonna clip that one later. All right. Anyways. Well, you know. You go through things. I'm definitely not the best pilot in the world, but I try. We've all survived, so we must be doing something right. My wife still thinks I'm going to die in a fiery ball crash someday, so it's all good.
Battle keep going.
Steady as she
Thanks
goes.
for thanks for hosting this flight. I just landed after like about 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, thank you for hosting this.
All right, welcome to the East Coast, Malcolm. Thanks for coming out. Nick Bresla on the broadcast tonight. I knew it was going to happen sometime. I have to see if I can meet there on Friday, but I might see you there.
Yeah, we have a plan on Friday.
4-year-old on board. Wait, you gonna touch my hat?
Sadly, I don't think I can do ATC for it.
All right. Hi. Does everyone see Maddie? Maddie's got a stool now, so she can actually come near me. So now you can like take control of the plane whenever you want to, huh? No. What? That was a test. What's the matter? I couldn't really hear you, but what? I know you want to fly, but I can't let you fly right now because Daddy's flying. I love your stripes, though. Your spots. Well, can't. She promises she won't crash. Should I let Maddie on the yoke, everybody? I'm gonna see what they say. If they say yes, I have to put them on the yoke. There's that. See, that's people talking to me right now. They didn't say anything yet because it's a little delayed, so you have to wait. No, it's not looking like they're saying yes, Maddie. Alright, you can come on my lap. Let's go. Let's go. On my lap. On the lap first. Don't worry about the yoke. Alright, there we go. Alright, I said yes. Isn't that nice of me? Alright, go straight. Go. Hey, no, that's what I need you not to do. And that's why we don't let 4-year-olds. Actually, you're 5 now, aren't you? Oh my god, did I miss a date yet? I was only kidding. Yeah, 4-year-olds, we don't want to fly. We don't want to fly for real. Hold it steady. I dropped my headphone thing. I had to pick it up. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this together. Nick Ressa talking about taking a risk, putting your phone. No, you cannot wear the headset. No, I need that. Okay, listen, you need to pay attention to what you're doing here. Or else I can't have you flying. That's Boston. We got to head towards Boston. Can you keep it there? Keep it nice and level. Try it. I'm not touching the yoke, everybody. This is scary. Oh, no, not like that. Just keep it steady. There you go. So you touch something. Yeah, you touch this. Don't touch that, okay? I don't think you did it on purpose. That's why we were higher. Right, Maddie, I need to take control of your let go. Okay, just stay on my lap for a second. Because we're about to go into Bravo and break it. Okay, so listen. From now on, you gotta listen to Daddy just a little bit more, okay? Okay. I never yell at you when I'm on screen. It's only when you keep talking and I tell you to stop kindly and you don't. Okay? We can't right now, dear, because I have to make sure this is going high enough. That's what we're not understanding, okay? Daddy's gotta get back up there. Why is this so slowish? It's just stop. Don't touch anything, please. I know it's hard for you. Okay? Alright, well, we broke the Bravo, but there's no one on that sim, which is good, because Daddy could have gotten in trouble there. Do you understand? That'd be bad. Alright, can you not rest on the yoke? Can you sit back? That's what I'm asking you to do. Okay. Okay, don't touch this either. That's why we went down. Okay? I'm going to ask you to step down, actually, because this is really hard for Dad, okay? Okay, I love you. You can sit right near me, though, okay? Be my co-pilot. Okay, don't touch anything. Can you sit like I asked you to, please? Thanks. Alright, can you get back up now? Maddie, this is what Daddy doesn't want. Okay, move that back there where I had it. Okay. Thank you. I don't mind you coming here, but you need to listen to me and not touch things, okay? Okay. That's how it is with 4-year-olds, everybody. And my voice is now shot. Oh. Back to 2450 or so. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm using my Cytec motor, which is not as good as the TPM for the Cessna. That sounds great, doesn't it? Let me mute the microphone for a second. Alright, we're good. We're good. So yeah, we're back at 7,600. I want to be 7,500. Had to retrim stuff. This is going up again, so we're going to kick that back. And we should be over Boston pretty soon. Right outside of Beverly Regional. Just right over there. Bedford, over there. Breslau, that's your home. Out there. And Boston is coming up. We are officially above the Bravo, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. Just don't use a 4-year-old or else they put you in the Bravo. But I have to do that because my wife doesn't let me take the kids up. This is as close as they come to flying, so, you know, it's all good. Well, and Nick, getting back to your risky comment there, it's all about your minimums and stuff like that and following what you do. And part of it is a little risk, but it's risk management. It's called should I go or not based on what I see. You know? That's what I believe, at least. Boston, right over there, everyone. We're going to kind of do what I did flying back from Laconia because they cleared me right near Logan. So, the city's over there. FlightSim.to has some nice scenery for Boston, so it can load that instead of waiting for it to download. Here's Boston Logan, that's Flag Tampa. You can see on Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, there's tons of traffic there. Plymouth's right out here in the distance. But I actually donated to have him do the Google imagery here for Boston. So again, it loads a little bit better, but it does take a couple, like a gig or two off your hard drive to make that load. But I'm a big fan of that man's work too on FlightSim.to. And I sent him a bunch of other New England towns to look into in bigger cities. So we'll see if he gets it done. A lot of them he couldn't do because they couldn't get the imagery. But a lot of add-ons, but they do add on a lot once you get them all done the right way. I still gotta make that video about how I do it because some people asked. Hey Scott, are you still on? Because I just remembered I made a video about how to hook up your aviation headset to a PC. If you want to see it, I'll send you a link to it. So, but it's on my Eric Flight YouTube channel too as well. So, and it goes over that PA96 that I showed you. That was an old one too, so just go with it. But we're slowly growing on the Eric Flight YouTube channel. It should be nice to get another source of income to fly for real. That's all it's about. I'll put it here anyway. So here's the link to the video I made about how to record. Oh wait, that's cockpit audio. Give me a second. La 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 la. I gotta get on this video editing again. It's tough. Oh, here we go. No, how to hook up an aviation headset to a computer. There we go. Alright, so if you want to check that out, Scott, I don't know if you're still here, but that's the link to it right there. And that shows you me hooking it up my old Faro G2, but the Bose 820 is the same. Boston Logan, everybody, in Boston. It's a really nice scenery from Flag Tampa. And then you got like Bunker Hill down here. I don't know if you can see Bunker Hill. USS Constitution was scenery off FlightSim.to. Bunker Hill would be somewhere out there. Like over here. You can kind of see it actually right there. So yeah. set the autopilot for a little bit. Oh no, take it over for just a little bit. And the heading. Let me go that way. Alright, cool. Usually it saves it in real life, the Plymouth, once you get a directional heading. We'll overfly Plymouth. We'll start a descent and go look at some places around here. Probably starting first with the place where the Pilgrims landed and stuff like that out of Plymouth. But let's go nav now. I'm on GPS, so nav. GPS. There we go. So now, as long as it loads the scenery, and there you go. Italian Godfather down there. Gotta watch out what you say, boy. Alright, what we'll do, so I'm gonna try setting the drone down to Boston. I'm gonna turn off follow mode. I have to get into drone mode first, actually. Give me a second. Oh, got some jets out there. Wow, gee, that's loud. So let that fly an autopilot. Let's go look at Boston. I guess the drone is sounding like a jet. That's very loud. Well, I'll try it again, but it's sounding very, very loud. Alright, let's try that. There we go. Well. Boston Logan. Sorry about the jet sound. Downtown. North End. Well, the Italian restaurants are. Still kind of loading as well, so. And it froze up on loading. There we go. Boston Common. Yeah, Fenway Park. Alma Mater, Berkeley College of Music over here. Got the Convention Building in Back Bay. Got John Hancock Tower. And yeah, that's about where I'm going with this one because it's kind of annoying on that drone. But that was Boston, a really quick flyby with the drone. How's that? And we're passing that at 7,500 feet. Alright, set the DG. And we will have to descend once we get out of the Bravo, because there is some slight cloudage down there. Let's check out Skyflight. Sky Vector, hello. It says Plymouth is having clear 10 square miles. And that's the CTAF for Plymouth. That's Swampset Pond, my favorite visual down here. You can see that from anywhere, as long as it's a good day. But it's a little bit of haze down there. So, we're slow over the Bravo, so I don't want to descend yet. But if we have to, go out here and descend over there near Swampset Pond. So we stay VFR. But yeah, pretty cool, huh? And then I'll show you the tablet and where we are. We're right in the inner circle of the Bravo, but we're above it by 500 feet, so going direct to Plymouth. We'll probably check out Provincetown as well. That's where the Pilgrims went at first. They came off the Atlantic Ocean, and right over here off Provincetown on the North Truro side, they set up anchor there, and then decided they don't want to go there, so they headed west and they found Plymouth, which is, oh no, crash to desktop. Alright, well, we'll be right back. I'm gonna put you on standby like I always have to do on this, and then we'll be back. So enjoy the replays until I am back. Alright, we're almost there. So, we're getting there. And, sorry about that. I don't control blue screens at death. So, let me get back to the Virtual USA Discord, because I totally forgot to add myself to the events thing. Oh, I am back. I'm still there. Cool. Well, we're loading up at Cranland, 28 Mike, which is right north of Plymouth. Let me show you this on the thing there. And I know you're getting two different things there, but if we zoom in here, this is the short field of the area, Cranland, right north of Plymouth. So we'll depart from there because we crashed right over there to desktop, right outside Hull, Massachusetts. And we'd probably already be at Plymouth by now. But we're going to start at Cranland and just stay in the area. That's what we're going to do. So we get VAT Sim up here too as well. And there we go. And do flight plan here. Just checking my models. But there we are. La la la. And let me load the Plymouth flight plan. Was it Laconia? Let's see, Plymouth, open. We have some sightseeing to do, so that's what we're gonna do. Everything should be off. Nope, everything's off. Thank you. All right, and I am pretty much just gonna do this from memory, but we gotta do a short field takeoff. We're gonna head to our right over there and swing right out on the runway. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's start her up. So master on, beacon on, turn all the lights off because for some reason it defaults to these lights now, which I have no clue about still. No clue. I wish it would stop doing that, to be honest with you. I gotta tell it, no, we're going to Plymouth from 28M. And cruise altitude's not gonna be 2,900 or below, so we'll do those 2,900. Close, connect. Connect. File flight plan, so they know what I'm doing. And that's it. Alright, let's turn our fuel on. Doing this again from memory, so if I mess something up, that's on me. Fuel pump, crack, 1/4 of an inch. Fuel pump on, full mixture, back, lean, good, and ready to start. Brakes are on. Clear prop. Clear prop! Want to be about 1,000 there. Good, everything's working. If background music sounds a little loud, let me know, because I don't know, could be a little bit loud, maybe not. Alright, anywho, I gotta load up my GPS software, so that's gonna flash the screen. Give me a second. I use XCon to send the GPS data out to my tablet, so that's what happens there. And then my electronic flight bag acts like a real tablet with GPS. So there we are. I'm gonna take the tablet off for now. Lights, we're gonna turn on nav and taxi. Avionics are on. Turn these overhead lights off because I can't remember that they always stay on from now on. No clue why. I'm probably gonna have to use the restroom really fast. So I'm gonna leave the parking brake on. I'm gonna put auto on my seat and I'll be right back. I need like a couple minutes just to go to the restroom. Be right back. Alright, we are back. Let me take auto off here. Parking brake off. We're at about 1,000. Looking pretty good here at Cranland. And yeah, we'll do a short field takeoff from what I remember here. It's 10 degrees of flaps. Put the brakes on, rev it up. And then we're going to climb. Let's see the checklist here, actually. I'll show you this to you. Where's the button? Where's the button? There it is. So we're going to go for VX instead of VY. We're going to rotate 55, climb at 62. And then when we're clear of any obstacles, we're going to go to 74. So that's what we're planning on doing, and that's why we have a checklist to help us out. Alright, without further ado then, let's go to VATSIM Unicom. I'm already trying to skip ahead. I gotta take my time. That often happens to new pilots, by the way. You get so excited because you're like, oh, I'm on my own, this is great, but you have to slow yourself down sometimes. 122.8 in the VATSIM Unicom. And let's check the radio if we can. VATSIM Unicom, November 489, Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. Let's check Cranland here. 122.9 is the CTAF. I guess we'll go try to get Plymouth weather, and if not, we're gonna with a windsock. I don't think we're gonna get Plymouth weather here, but we'll see. And monitor com 2. Oops, sorry.
Kilo Papa Yankee, Mike automated weather observation 1600 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -1C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3027.
3027. Let me hear the winds one more
Plymouth
time.
traffic, Skyhawk 10 Whiskey, left base from the 24, full stop Plymouth.
Calm. Alright, good. Back to guard. You know what that means. We have to do it, because I don't do these enough. Actually, you know what? Let's unveil one of my newer ones. I have to get my chat up again. Sorry. And let me just do this. So many things happen when your thing crashes the desktop. Alright, we are still on. That's the good news. And good. And we're officially back. But anyways, we are now monitoring guard.
Come on, guard, whip!
Let's taxi over, see what we can do. There we go.
Yeah.
And hello, Digi Driver. Sorry that
Plymouth traffic,
had a
Skyhawk
problem.
10 Whiskey, final 24, full stop Plymouth.
Had a blue screen of death, but we're about to go land at Plymouth. And we're here. Winds are calm. Let's make sure our world weather's loaded, because it could be calm, but yeah, it is. Alright, cool. We'll go with it. Alright, with that, then, do the briefing. If we're on the ticket phone, mechanical launch you, otherwise, this is the field runway ahead of us. We'll abort takeoff land directly on the runway. It's going to be kind of tough because it's just kind of short field. This runway is only, how? I can't remember. 1,700 feet long, so that's why it's going to be a short field takeoff. I gotta load my weather, not my weather, my traffic too, so give me a second. So many things you have to reload when the computer goes blue screen of death on you. But, Digi Driver, if you're not here, I did shout out earlier, but I'll shout out again. Shout out to Digi Driver, who is currently working on some Plymouth scenery. And it's looking really good, too. Excuse me. I'm still sick. Alright, I should probably do that thing, too. Oh, so many things. Alright, and, dashboard. I forgot to turn closed captioning on. I like to do that, because I had a person that would stream, and he was hearing impaired, so. Happy Thanksgiving! Yeah, it is. It looks awesome, by the way. But, yeah, it looks awesome. So, thanks so much. It's starting to look more real every day. Alright, we're going to depart to the north out of here. The reason why is if I take 25, it's a right pattern. I feel like going left, so I'm going to go out there, take a left, and do this. I've only done simulated short field takeoffs in real life. No, that's not true. Actually, I did do Chester in Connecticut.
And Plymouth traffic,
So-
Skyhawk 10 Whiskey, clear runway 24, Plymouth.
Cranland traffic, Cessna Radical Foxtrot departing runway. Oh crap, what is it? Damn it! One runway. Departing runway 36 and departure to the south, Cranland. So here we go. I'll show you how we do a short field takeoff and hopefully not mess this up. So we're gonna go taxi as much of the runway, down as much of the runway so we can use everything we can get. So it's 1,700 feet long runway is not very big.
Make it so.
That's right. We can make it so. Still want to push that button. Yeah, let's do it.
Number 1, make it so.
That's right. Making it so here on the short field takeoff. But we had a blue screen of death right over near Hull, Massachusetts, which is right south of Boston. So I decided to do a little challenge here at Cranland because I can. Alright, so every single square inch we can use, we use. Okay, before we do that, let's make sure all our lights are on. Landing strobe. We'll do a little quick run up. Right magneto. Good. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Okay, amps are charging, vacuum's good, pressure's good, temp's good, fuel's good, everything looks good, fuel's on, circuit breakers are in. Alright, we're good to go. So, idling. And back to 1,000. Okay, if there's a problem, take a full mechanical windshield, otherwise we will abort takeoff land directly on the runway if there's not for a runway, which is going to be kind of hard. If we are under, let's say, 700 feet, and this problem mechanical windshield, otherwise we'll land directly over the wind 30 degree turns. Best glide speed in this is 68. If we are above 700 feet in this palm canal commercial lights, it's calm wind, so we're gonna take a turn to the left and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass and runway. Res available to us, best glide speed again is 68. We're gonna rotate at 55, but we're gonna climb at 62 with 10 degrees of flaps. So 10 degrees of flaps, that gets planned up a little earlier, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold a slight back pressure on the yoke, and now get it up off the ground, and then we're gonna release it just a little bit to keep it in ground
Plymouth
effect.
traffic, 10-314 on Papa is 10 miles to the southwest. We'll be entering a left downwind for runway 24.
The trees will make things happen.
Plymouth traffic, Diamond November 4303 Bravo, 7 miles south. Going to be entering left traffic downwind for 24.
I didn't forget anything. Well, Plymouth is right to the south of us. This is actually where my instructor wanted me to take some short field takeoffs and landings, but we never did, so we did simulated at Plymouth. But at Cranland, I was able to nail one, so which was a little scary because I wasn't as experienced back then. But the simulator does help us practice this. All right, so brakes are set, full throttle.
Traffic, RV10, 10 miles to the
Let it build
southwest.
up and release. Slight back pressure. Here we go.
Left traffic.
And see how scary this is? Like the runway's ending right over there. So again, you'd want to check your POH for like temperatures and stuff. The colder weather, it's easier because the air is more dense. There we go. 62. And that's how you do a short field takeoff. We're not clear of the trees yet, so we're going to keep climbing at 62. But how scary is that? Because if you don't make it, you don't have much place to go. This is a left pattern out on the 3.6. I've practiced in the simulator many times. I'm going to need some really good altitude here first before I do this. I'm going to leave the flaps up there. Okay, we're pretty good now. Flaps retracted. And we're going to angle down slightly for pitch for 74. I'm going to trim up a little bit. And there we go. On our way out of Cranland. Just for perspective, that's how short it is. This is part of Cranland, everybody. Whoa. Alright. North, thank you. Alright, building altitude, we're at 1,000. Clear on the left. I'm going to head to the left here, out. And a 45. Right about there. And we're looking really good. And then we'll head directly to Plymouth. which I should have probably put in here, but that's okay, I'll do it now.
Plymouth traffic, Diamond November 4303 Bravo, 3 miles south, entering 45-degree entry for downwind, left traffic 24
Turn
Plymouth.
south, clear. And direct heading's about 160.
Chancellor 4 Papa, I have the Diamond in sight. Follow you.
And we'll stay right around 2,900, 2,700. As long as we're under 3,000, we're good. You can fly at any altitude, VFR on that. So, but ended up being a very nice weather. This is real world weather, just not real world time. So you can see around this Aswampset Pond, my favorite visual of the area. And Plymouth should be right over here. And sorry about my voice being so bad. It's been sick all week, and they made us go into school today. So, shame on them. No kidding. At least we have one less day. We have to go into school, and it was a half day. And then parent conferences on Monday, Tuesday, which are very pleasant, to be honest with you. So, must be doing something right. All right.
Plymouth traffic, Diamond November 4303 Bravo, downwind.
So we are not going to land in Plymouth right away.
34.
And the reason why is we're going to go check out some sites here. Plymouth Airport's over here. This is Plymouth Harbor, and that's where the Pilgrims actually landed. So I'm going to go right where they landed. See the sandbar right here? They landed the Mayflower right here, and then they rowed a boat ashore, and this is Plymouth where they actually inhabited and built the first settlement as we fly over Grandland. Now you see how short that runway really is. They have fly-ins and breakfast here, which I want to do
traffic,
someday.
chance of doing for Papas and left downwind for 2-4 will extend to let the Diamond land ahead of us.
And we're pretty good. We'll see some VAT sim traffic here and there. That'll be Virtue Safe Flying.
Traffic, please repeat.
And
we're going to extend our downwind just to let you go in first.
there they are right there. So
Roger that, thank you.
that's all Virtue Safe Flying Club members flying in. And again, we're going to take a little detour and do some touring around here, and then we'll do the landing at Plymouth, and I should really trim down because I'm way too high. Okay, good. Very good. No crash to the desktop. No crash to the desktop. I don't know if it's the drivers or what, but when I upgrade the drivers, I get a lot more blue screens of death lately. They're not like frequent.
Plymouth traffic, November 4303 Bravo, left base.
They are there.
24, full stop, Plymouth.
It's good. Here's a nice visual. You see these wind turbines? If you go in here and you're landing on runway 6, this sets up your 45 if you fly over those. Plymouth Airport is right over there. So, I don't know what the active is, so keep an eye out on the ear to the radio. But it's comms. The comm runway is usually 24, and it looks like that's what they're doing. You see them right there.
Midfield, downwind traffic, left traffic for 2-4. And we'll follow 4-1 top of it.
You guys look great. Looks like real life with that pattern. Okay, trimming down. Going way too fast because I wasn't paying attention. Luckily we didn't die. It is calm out here.
Plymouth traffic, Diamond 4303 Bravo on final 424.
Yeah, so they're all landing 2-4.
Plymouth traffic, chance of 3-4 on Papas, turning left base, runway 24, Plymouth.
Nice. See them landing right there? Nice.
Plymouth traffic, Husky 16 Hotel Charlie is approximately 10 miles southwest of the
anyways,
field, 2800 descending 1200. We're going to join straight in on the left downwind for runway 24, Plymouth.
Alright, so downtown Plymouth this year, the Pilgrims lived on Layden Street, which is the America's oldest street. I'll try to show you that. But here's the sandbar. So they came from the Atlantic Ocean, which is out that way, went to Provincetown, which is across the way, which we're going to visit thereafter. And then they ended up over here, parked the Mayflower, that's what I'm going to say it, and rode the boat over here. There's a place called Plymouth Rock over here.
Traffic, Diamond,
Supposedly has the first rock they stepped on when they came to Plymouth.
Plymouth
and the story
traffic,
is,
chance of 3-4 on Papas on final, runway 24, Plymouth.
This was actually a Native American village called Pocasset. No, Pokanoket or something like that. I think it's called Pocasset. And the Wampanoags, what happened was they got wiped out by a plague or disease from the from not them, but you know, other European colonists visiting. That's what they think, at least. There's some type of thing. And so when the Pilgrims showed up, they actually like started living in what used to be a Native American village. So the Wampanoags had to decide if they were going to be enemies or friends or foes. Over here is like a little monument to the Pilgrims, by the way. That's what you're seeing there. Over here is Plymouth Rock. There's a little like Roman type building here that has the rock underneath it, the portico, if you will. Over here in real life, there'd be the Mayflower 2, which is a mock-up ship of the Mayflower. You can do tours on that and stuff. Actually, might be here. And then again, Plymouth Rock is here, so if you ever come, you can come see the supposed rock they landed on first. And then the sandbar over here, that's where they landed. And they lived on Landing Street, which is right here, I believe. That road right there. That was the old fort. They buried a lot of pilgrims here.
Descending
So they want to
1200
hide
going to
them
join a
from
left
Native
down for
Americans.
24 for full
To
stop.
make sure that they knew that they still had some type of numbers, although they weren't big. And then they ended up starting burying more pilgrims here as they got more established. This was the town brook where they drank their water out of, so that's why Plymouth was a pretty nice place to land, especially seeing how it's starting near winter. What we're going to do now is we're going to fly right over Plymouth Harbor, and we're Cape Cod Bay, I mean. I'm going to go to Portsmouth, Provincetown. Hello. Provincetown when they landed first. And they landed right off there. There's a pilgrim monument there that basically is there for remembrance of that's where they first landed in the New World, if you will. And that's right across the water. So this in the real life I've done right across the bay, but it is a little sketchy because you're going across the bay and you got to make sure that you have sufficient altitude, or you have to trust the plane a lot. So I've done this at 2,900 before. That's about the lowest I've gone for maximum altitude. But pretty much, if you're coming out here, it's not a bad idea to wear life vests, you know, inflatable ones that you can like pull the cord on. Because if you did have to ditch in the water, you do want to, you know what you're doing. And there are sharks in the water during the summer out here. So not that they'll attack you right away, but I'm saying if you're bleeding or something, they might, you know. But I can't hear them. Give me a second.
I've had a couple more than that.
There you go. So head out to Provincetown. Probably not going to do a landing. It's more of a tour, if you will, for everybody here on stream. Thanks for coming out to the stream, by the way. Real Milhouse is back. Digi Driver's here.
Well, I guess I should clarify traffic that wasn't just like dive bombing the runway.
Right, what happened?
I mean, there's some of those Pilot Club GA Tuesdays I've done where they've done pretty good at, you know, navigating the pattern and all that. You'll have like 4 or 5 guys in the pattern.
Traffic RV10 clear the runway 24.
It's kind of like real life because Plymouth's hit or miss. You can have a lot of traffic one day and then none the next day.
Down for 24 full stop Plymouth.
You have a nice day, you know, because all the planes are off the apron, and then there's like 3 people waiting to get out.
No, it was good. I arrived just at the right time.
Yeah. And then there's also those Cubs that come in that have no radio, so you have to keep an eye out for them. That's always fun too. Most of the time they have a handheld, but you know, sometimes they don't. There was one time where I was landing on 2-4 for real, and this other plane that didn't have a radio was landing on 6, and the comm wind runway's 2-4, but they didn't know. So literally, like, someone on the ground that was waiting for me to land was like, "Oh yeah, you've got someone coming in on 6. You might want to let them know." And then eventually they kind of waved off themselves. It was kind of weird. Alright, climb to 2,900 while we get out to Provincetown. But this is the famous Cape Cod of Massachusetts, by the way. But typically, if you were driving my car, you'd have to drive all the way around. to get to Provincetown.
Plymouth traffic,
If you
Husky
have a
16
plane
Hotel
and you
Charlie,
trust
left midfield down
enough
runway
and you have the
24.
skills,
We're going to make this
you
a
can
short
fly right over
approach,
to Provincetown
short approach to a full stop, runway
in a
24,
short amount
Plymouth.
of time. And I take my e-bike and biked out to Provincetown. I haven't been here for a while, but I'll probably do it next summer. I always go to Martha's Vineyard every summer at least once with the plane and the bike. Because they have bike trails everywhere. This weekend, by the way, I did verify it online during our break there with the blue screen of death. President Biden is going to be in Nantucket, hence why the TFR there. So it's kind of like a family tradition, according to what I read. But anyways, when the Pilgrims came over from England, they went right around this horn here, and they docked the ship off of Provincetown. They needed food, so they sent out like a military party, if you will, small one, and Miles Standish, I believe, was with them. And they went down this horn, and they found an Native American, stash of corn, and they actually raided it because they needed food. They were pretty not big on supplies. And the Native Americans actually found out the Wampanoag,
traffic, Husky 6 Hotel Charlie,
and they
left base to final
chased them
runway
back to
24,
the
full
ship,
stop.
and that might have made them understand that they weren't going to stay here. The Mayflower Compact, though, was written out here before they got to Plymouth. So that's another reason why, we got some history here. And then, again, you're going to see a tower over here on Provincetown. That's called the Pilgrim Monument. And last time I came out here, I landed, I took the bike, and I went over the Pilgrim Monument back. It was closed because it was during COVID times. But that's a monument signifying that that's where the Pilgrims came when they first came to what was to become America. So that's why, again, I want to fly out to Provincetown. Then I think that's it. I think we're just going to go after that because that's about as much Pilgrim history as you got. If you come out where I live, Dighton, Taunton, Massachusetts, that's where the colonists ended up getting land. Bristol, actually. We should go to Bristol, Rhode Island. I have to do that. And the reason why I have to do that is where the Wampanoag main village was before the King Philip War.
Plymouth traffic, Husky 6 Hotel Charlie is clear of runway 24, taxi and parking. Plymouth.
And that's where the Wampanoag had enough of the colonists invading their lands and not really being nice to them, according to what, their side of the story. They kind of squashed them down, basically, if you read the history books. But they had a big war, and the Wampanoag basically lost. King Philip was their leader, and his main village of the Wampanoag was in Bristol, Rhode Island. So we'll actually do a flight out there too, and that's going to take us a little bit of time. Not a long time, but a little bit of time, and that way you get to see some of Rhode Island as well. But hopefully you're finding this interesting. Oh, someone wants you to make Provincetown? Someone already made Provincetown, I think, though. I'm not saying that you couldn't do Provincetown. I'm just saying I think someone else made it already. If you want. You know what? Let me see what Provincetown weather's like. And I'll take a landing, because I know I have scenery for that. Let me see and I can show you what the add-on looks like. I think it might be Orbex, but I could be wrong on that. Actually, no, I could probably tell you in a second. Give me a second. There's definitely scenery. Stealthy Duck made scenery for it. That's what it was. Alright, so listen. If you want to see that, we'll do a landing there. That's the scenery I have installed. But remember, Plymouth has nothing, so.
Kilo Papa Victor Charlie, automated weather observation 1600 Zulu. Wind 008 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky condition, cube clouds.
Alright, yeah, we're going to do runway 7 then. Alright, let's get this thing slowed down. Start descent. And I'll land there for you, Digi Driver, just to show you. Then we'll take a right.
Hey, good flight, guys. I'll see you all later. Happy Thanksgiving.
No, Orbex, it was Stealthy Duck. Thanks for coming out tonight. Stealthy Duck made this one, and there's like the lighthouse and everything, but we're going to head right in for runway 7, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is for you, Digi. So, yeah. And I know that you're making Plymouth because no one else made it. I think that's the way to go. But a lot of people did the Cape airports already. But Plymouth, they always never look at, so thank you so much for trying your best.
Cool, thanks a lot. Thanks for putting this together. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good night. Provincetown traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot. We're going to do an extended final. We're 6 miles out for runway 7, Provincetown. Alright, and doesn't seem to be traffic here, so. But there are ships, so that's kind of cool. But I've always landed 2-5, which is a right pattern, because they want you to be over the ocean. There's a state beach over here, too, which is pretty nice. The actual Provincetown area is over here. And see that big monument right there? That's the Pilgrim Monument. So what we'll do is we'll land, we'll taxi back, and we'll take a turn out here. We'll extend out there, we'll come back, and then we're going to go to Bristol, and then we'll come back and land in Plymouth. So figure about another hour of flying at least. Which isn't a bad thing, so. Alright, we are descending. A little slower here. Increase the mixture. Rocks you all the way, which is good. Alright, we're going to put in 10 degrees of flaps. Let's we'll level it out for a little bit. We're going to go down to 17. Leveling out. Under 110, 10 degrees of flaps. There we go. Angle down slightly. Provincetown traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, 3 miles, extended final, runway 7, Provincetown. There we go. Should slow down to about 80 once we get there. Alright, we're going to go to 1500 RPMs. And get in the white arc. I'm going to level up a little bit to get there a little faster. Then the 10 degrees of flaps, angle down. It can get really gusty out here in real life. Like there's I mean, it's right off the water, so that kind of makes sense, right? I gotta get more straight here. Provincetown traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, final, runway 7, Provincetown. About 75 is good. We get a little bouncy here. Again, you see Pilgrim Monument right there. Got some type of ship there, that's pretty cool. But we'll fly right over that after we do a landing. Yeah, Plymouth, I have to get you some pictures. But again, I'm not going there till December 3rd. At least. And believe it or not, I'm trying to see if anyone wants to go with me. So, I've asked 2 people already. I get bored flying by myself sometimes, so it's nice to take people up who get excited, you know? Okay, I really gotta get on the runway here. And we're a little shallow. Just a little bit, not much. Yeah, it gets boring. It's nice to take people up and they're all excited and stuff. I mean, I get excited still, but it gives me another reason to be excited, you know? So if anyone can convince my wife to fly with me, please do. But our ex-realtor, who's also like a friend, she said I should take him up because he sounded like he wanted to go. So, seem to have a little wind off our left here. But if you notice the GPS here, I'm right in there. So, alright, full flaps. We're going to try full. Angle down, back to 15. And please get in the middle sometime today. By the way, the lighthouse is over here. Right there, which I'll show you. This is the Scruffy Duck Provincetown scenery. It's pretty good. There's bushes over here, though, that you really can't see past that well here and there. Actually, I'm trying to think about that now. I might be thinking of Montauk, to be honest with you. We want to be about 65, 70. Yeah. So, this is the Google Maps imagery, too, which helps. But, yeah, we're a little gusty like normal. Okay, throttle out. I'm going to angle down. I'd rather be high than low. And that's giving us some speed here, which we're going to have to bleed off at the end. Full flaps. And I'm going to do that. Looking pretty good now. Can't see this, but I'm slipping it. Yeah, heading into that wind a little bit. Yeah, I might be off. It's alright. We're slow enough. I'm going to make it. Oh boy. I might have been off the runway just a little bit. That's alright. That's for you, Digi. So that calm wind was crap because you can see that there's a heavy wind coming from the right. Hence why I was kind of trying to get it in there. We looked pretty good until I stopped slipping, so maybe I should have kept slipping. Flaps up. Yeah, a lot of heavy winds here. It depends on the day. When I went, it was pretty calm. My right rudder is also not very effective here for some reason, so I have to keep hitting my brake. I have no clue why. I'm even heading my ailerons into the wind, so you tell me. I'm wondering if that's FS Realistic's beta thing. So let me turn that off. Oh yeah, way better now. So I think that FS Realistic low alternate turbulence is a little much. They just say it's beta, but I didn't know it was on there. And also they have a first person mode now, which I haven't tried. Yeah, so it's like it keeps hunkering it over. I think that's the problem I had in the Bonanza too, to be honest with you. So it is, and maybe they shouldn't have, you know. And this is what I'm talking about right here. I had it set to 25. It was on 50 before. Provincetown traffic. Cessna Foxtrot clear for only 7. Provincetown. But anyways, this is for you, my friend. So the Scruffy Duck scenery looks like this. And hopefully I can maneuver the plane. No, I can't. Oh, okay. We should probably park it. I'll just park it here. And the drone. So, I mean, yeah, it's decent. It definitely looks like it. Real life, you park over here. They tell you to only go in a certain way, though. I think it's from this side over. And then the lines aren't that thick, but that's okay. And then typically you go up this ramp here. This used to be the office, but now see, register at the counter in the terminal. So you got to go this way, and then there's a lock gate. You have to push on the button. Then you go in here, and that's where they charge you the I think it's $10 landing fee. But I took my e-bike and I basically traveled all the way down to Provincetown. Seeing that we're here, heck, we might as well just go there. So, let me make sure plane following's off though. So that gets enabled by default. There you go. And literally went down here. There's like a little state park-ish thing here. The beach is that way though. If you want right left of the airport, you can go there and go to the beach for the day. And then we followed this route all the way down. It was a pretty scenic route, to be honest with you. It was pretty nice. And then actually I went this way, down this road, and I rode all the way to the Pilgrim Monument, which is, and I went right through this graveyard here, this road, and it was right here, the Pilgrim Monument, everybody, because the Pilgrims first landed here before going to Plymouth. And it was pretty nice. Again, it was during COVID, so I couldn't go in there, but they do allow tours in there now again. And back in the day in Pilgrims, again, they found corn somewhere around here, I believe, in Truro. It's called Truro, yeah. And the Native Americans chased them because they buried their corn to store it, basically. And the Pilgrims found it and raided it. So, right there, that wasn't a nice thing to do, but they needed food. That's what I read, at least. And then they took the Mayflower after running the compact. Probably somewhere around where these ships are, by the way. Look at those ships. There's 3 of them in a row. They look like they're fishing. Pretty cool, huh? But they took the Mayflower from here. They went all the way across Cape Cod Bay to Plymouth on the other side. They were trying originally to make it to New York. So they came in this way and they missed it, obviously. And then they decided, hey, it's close enough to winter. We gotta move somewhere, according to what I read. That's one theory, at least. Alright, back in the plane. Let's go to Bristol, Rhode Island and visit where the Wampanoag main village was. Then we'll land in Plymouth and then we'll call it a night. That's what we'll do. Look at that windsock. Oh, it's calm. It's not calm. Let's see what it says on the radio right now.
Kilo Papa Victor Charlie, automated weather observation 1600 Zulu. Wind 009er at 12.
12. That's not bad still.
Sky condition, few clouds at 3,000.
Nice. Yes.
4,800.
That sucks.
Temperature 4C dew point 10C altimeter 3029er.
Well, it happens.
Papa Victor Charlie, automated weather observation 16.
It was 1-2 before, probably 2. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna keep that low alt turbulence off. and we're gonna see what happens. They did model the grass here, because it is a little hard to see the runway when you're taxiing down. And there are trees right there, so that made sense. The lighthouses, Provincetown Lighthouse is right over there. Which I don't know if we're going to see it, but... Yeah, I got a lot of left rudder here, but it's just not going there. Something fishy here. There we go. That was weird. Nice job. I have never done seaplanes. I think I fooled around with it a little bit in FSX, but that's about my extent with that. Alright, we're going to be good to go. I'm going to rotate 55, climb at 74. Normal briefing stuff, and we're good. So, actually, let's see if we can see the lighthouse. See, there's the beach right there? That's pretty cool. There's the lighthouse. So it's very scenic around here. You know what I'm saying? They do, but I don't know. It's just not for me, I don't think. There you go. Pretty sweet, huh? There's my plane in the distance. That's a picture. There you go. Had to do it. And that's what it looks like in Provincetown. Alright. Let's get back to the flight, shall we? Here we go. Provincetown traffic, Cesar Natico Foxtrot, departing runway 7. Departure to the west. Provincetown. And my rudder, I mean, I know they're not as responsive as like a Piper, but this is kind of weird. Alright, and it still seems to be a little loading on the scenery, but that's okay. We're cleared to go, and Provincetown traffic, says 95 shot departing runway 7, departure to the west, Provincetown. I just want to do that one more time, just in case. Block Island. Block Island's already been made, too. I think Orbex made it. So, but yeah, they do have, Orbex has Block Island in MSFS. So, okay, we're on the floor. Full throttle, and we're good to go. Here we go. I have it installed. I'm a big fan of doing scenery that's in your place. Why is this such a problem with the right rudder? It's doing that thing again. I don't know what's up with that, but man, it is not easy to keep this rudder working for some reason. Alright, we're gonna just try to make this happen. What is going on? I'm riding the brake to get in the middle. It's really weird. I have to check my rudder pedal calibration or something. I got full right rudder right now. Alright, we're up. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but man, that was scary. What the hell's up with the rudder? Alright, we're going to do autopilot here so I can try to figure out this autopilot issue I'm having. As soon as I'm out of here. So autopilot on. Altitude. 2,900. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Alright, I'll let it do that thing. We'll go to... I don't think it's a flat tire. No, it's not a flat tire. It's just really weird. But anyways, I'm going to recalibrate it while this flies on autopilot. So let me get spat out. I'll try calibrating the rudders again. It should be saving that, so... Calibrate for the profile. Save. Okay. That is climbing. No, it's not. Okay. Let me climb this. Yep, I gotta climb it. Well, that was weird. Alright, we can turn right now that we're far out here, so let's do that. I'll calibrate after. That sucks. I will calibrate these pedals though. I'm trying to get them to work. Oh yeah, definitely. I've landed on Block Island for real a couple times. So yeah, I would definitely do a short field takeoff there just to be sure. So, yeah. Alright, we'll fly towards Bristol, Rhode Island now, which is on the other side of Plymouth. And we'll make it happen there. But alright. So we get the autopilot to work again. That might do it. It's really windy here. Oh yeah, yeah. No, Block Island. Yeah, on stream I've crashed. In real life I have not, because I've always been cognizant that it's a shorter runway. So, and that one's kind of like in the middle, but it is a short runway. Heading. Let's head more west here. Alright, now that that's doing that, let's try to calibrate things here. You know, because it's a safe thing to do to calibrate stuff while you're flying. Save. Save. Alright, now the big one. This is going to rock the plane, by the way, so I'm going to take a look at this axis. Calibrate axis. You ready? Here we go. Good luck. Yep, this is how I fly. Saving that calibration. Now, that should be working. So let's take it off autopilot. Oh yeah, looks a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, when the settings are rocking, don't come a knocking. That's awesome. You know what? I have to make that a sound file. Is that okay, Real Millhouse? I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit. Because we always calibrate rudders when we fly, right? Alright, I'm gonna borrow that. I'm writing it down right now. I'm seriously typing this out. Alright. So anywho, we're already at 3,000, so that obviously did not listen to me with the altitude. So let's slow it down. And set altitude. And set it down. Come on, let me push that button. Alright, there you go. Yeah, more right rudder. Yeah. I never really had an issue with that except for once. The chair fell back. And he's like, more right rudder. I'm like, my chair's falling back. And he's like, oh, I got the plane. We're leaving Provincetown, Pilgrim Monument. Go to Bristol and show you where the Wampanoag main village was back then. And then we're going to come back to Plymouth for a landing. That's the goal. And we will shoot this one by using the electronic flight bag to help us. So I got to head this way more. Auto's now controlling the plane. And just to show you, we're right over Cape Cod Bay right now. And we're going to go right over where it says Fall River. And then Bristol right there. And right at the tip of this place, on the right side of Bristol, towards this bridge thing, is where the Wampanoags lived. They had a village there. So, on Mount Hope, which is right near Bristol. It's actually at the tip of Bristol. So, my brother also went to law school there, Roger Williams Law School. So, why is this thing not working? Come on, let's go. Yeah. This is always a little... stop it. Stop. And you're supposed to be 2009. Nope. Stop it with this band thing. Ugh. Arm. I forgot to hit arm. That's what it was. God, it's rocking in here, so you can't push the button. And power, you know. Alright, we're pretty good now. 120 knot ground speed. Not bad for a Cessna 172. And again, we'll just eye it. But if I keep it there, it's going to be a little bit more south. So we'll go right about here. And that should head us towards Bristol. That's the goal, at least. And I just turned off FS realistic because I'm an idiot. Okay. We're all good. Uh-oh. We have an issue. Houston, we have an issue. Spin. Spin. There you go. Right rudder and let go of the ailerons. And something's happening here. Alright. Oh, that's Provincetown. But that was good spin training, wasn't it? Oh my god, I thought I was going to die. Woo! We're doing everything on stream tonight. We're doing spin training. We're doing it all. We're doing it all, everybody. You're getting your money's worth. Wait, there's no money here. Oh, God. That was bad. Alright, let's get this show back on the road here. Alright. Yeah, it's supposed to be 300, not 2,000. Alright, hit the alt button. Come on, let's go. There you go. And heading. Alright, we're back on track. See that? Spin training. And that's why I made my flight instructor teach me how to recover from a spin, even though it's not required. Or is it? No, I don't think it is. But I made him do a spin. They used to require that with private pilots, and I told him I wanted him to do it because I wanted to be safe in case that ever happened. And that was FS Realistic. Thanks a lot for making me go on a spin. Yeah. So anyways, the way that you break a spin is you let go of the yoke. Full opposite direction rudder. And then you can break it by pushing the yoke down. But I don't do that at first. I wait and see if it'll just recover on its own. These things are built to recover and fly straight by themselves in a way. So that's why if you don't overreact, you're good. But we're going to clip that one too. Digi, I gotta make you a mod if I can, because man, you're like all the time. Real Millhouse, you are a mod, correct? Because if you're not, I gotta make you a mod too, but I'm pretty sure you are. Yeah, I gotta do some clippings here. Not that you have to, I'll do it later. But how about that? You want spin training, just exit out of FS Realistic and then put it back on, and we're all good. Alright, I also got too excited and I left the throttle up. But that's cool. That's how you do it. Intentional spins. That wasn't intentional, by the way. I'm trying to see if there's a spin warning here. Spins, per, like, you know, not allowed. Flight slips and flaps extended. No, I don't see anything about spins because often they say that spins aren't allowed. Intentional spins. I don't attract any trolls because I pretty much have gotten on them. But you know what? It'll probably be a student or someone that pops up someday, and you can do what you need to them. Because I told them in the rules that they can watch, but they can't chat because I've had problems with them before, and it's only takes one to ruin it. Because then I have to kind of report them to the office. So yeah, exactly. All right. Anyways, it's a little hazy out there. According to Sky Vector, Plymouth still, now it's 340 at 3, 10 square miles of visibility and clear. But we're going to head to Bristol, Rhode Island, which is where the Wampanoag village was, and then we'll go back to Plymouth and call it a day. So, you know it. That's awesome. How's the headset working, by the way? I did a lot of changes here. I got rid of those patch cables. So now I send the mic signal from my laptop through the internet to my desktop so I can use it with VPilot, and it works. Is that weird? I use Voice Meter to send my microphone there. Great, awesome. I'm also using what was my brother's Steel Series headset. I kind of like it. I like my aviation headset a lot. I got to put that in for some maintenance, though, pretty soon. And not only that, I got tired of pulling it out of my flight bag every single time. So I'm kind of digging this one. And it's like its own sound card. It's got its own little thing here, so I can control volume, but not touch the stream. So that's been working out pretty well. I've been trying to go through boxes of the stuff I brought back from my brothers in Texas, because he wouldn't want it just to sit in a box, you know? My son, Zach, I tell him he's borrowing everything, but he's got the surround sound 5.1 speaker system that I already have. So, yeah. Yeah, it is expensive, but I gotta be honest, it's really nice, and it's lighter weight than even the Bose, so. And it seals in the sound pretty good, too. I made my kids wear it. I was like trying to hear it, but yeah. I do recommend it. This is the wired version, not the wireless. The wireless costs more. But my brother knew quality. He bought this, and he wasn't a man of means, but he knew when to put money into things. So, yeah. It's very light on the head. It's even lighter than the A20s, which is probably one of the lightest headsets you get for flying for real. So. But yeah, I recommend it already, and I've only used it for like 3 days. And it works like its own sound card again, so like you just change the sound to this little thing. So, alright, let's see. That makes sense, yeah. Well, again, Digi, I gotta send you some pictures. I gotta work for you. So, even if you made everything generic for now, and then I get you some graphics there. Why is my camera glitching out? I don't know. Oh, because I wore a black shirt and I have a black gaming chair behind me. But I'll get you some pictures next time. And hopefully, the problem I had back in the day when I did my little bout of scenery creation is you had to get the pictures to be just the right shade, if you will. So if it's really shadowy or whatever. But you could touch up in Photoshop if you're good at that. And then for the main terminal, like I said, I was going to try to model it myself and then just send it to you and say import this in there in MSFS format. But here's Plymouth, everybody. We're going to fly right by it as we go to Bristol, Rhode Island, Mount Hope area to show you where the Wampanoag lived. And again, this was Wampanoag controlled all of Massachusetts basically over here until right south of Boston. Then it was the Massachusetts tribe that controlled that area. But they also controlled part of Rhode Island. Then the Narragansetts were next door, and they were like enemies. So
Plymouth traffic, November 173,
that
Delta
seems cool.
Lima,
Yeah.
5 miles southeast of the airport, 2,000 feet. We'll be entering the left downwind for runway 24, Plymouth.
Sounds good. Cessna Nautical Foxtrot. We're about 10 nautical miles to the southwest. We're going to be transitioning south of the airfield at 2,900 Plymouth. See if I can find him. He's out there somewhere. You can see him over here too. But yeah, we'll point it back to Plymouth once we get past Bristol. Digi, again, I'm going to try to help you in whatever way I can, even in the future with improving it, if I can get some pictures. Those signs were awesome, by the way, that you made from the pictures I did send you. And I'm so excited that you were able to do the extended new taxiway.
Plymouth traffic, November 173, Delta Lima, we're on the left downwind for runway 24.
Looking for that traffic.
Plymouth.
I just saw him. I saw his lights. Where were they? Over here somewhere. He's over here somewhere. It's hard to find traffic on so long, even in real life. Look for flashing nav lights. Or I just saw him, but no, I didn't. Alright, well, he's over there, and we're south of the airport, so. Alright. So around Bristol, we're going to have to go really low, because then that's Class Charlie. And not that anyone's on here for Fat Sim. Probably because it's the, night before Thanksgiving. I'm looking for him. He's got to be based by
Plymouth traffic, November 173, Delta Lima, turning left base for runway 24, Plymouth.
See if we can see him. It looks very much like that in real life, to be honest with you. I should turn base right around here. Or over here? No, over here. I can't see him. That's runway 33, by the way. 24's on this side.
Plymouth traffic, November 173 Delta Lima, turning final to runway 24.
Still looking for him.
Plymouth.
Pardon me. He's out there somewhere. Usually you'd see some nav lights, though. Kids are supposed to go to bed pretty soon. Oh, really? Yeah. That's awesome. But you did a nice job on that. And I just sent you like a really blurry picture, and I was like, I think he can do it, but we'll see. You even matched the color, by the way, of the extended, now newly extended taxiway to the displaced threshold. I think they did that over the last summer, like July, or, no, it was already there by July, actually, so maybe, last March or something. So. But he's out there landing at Plymouth somewhere. We're going this way to Bristol, and we're going to turn a little bit more west now. Oh yeah, yeah, he did a nice job. And if you haven't seen the pictures, by the way, I'll show you on the stream. But Ditchy's been posting to my simming pics and video thing here, and look, he's done a fantastic job. Look at that. So I can't wait to try this out. Cannot wait. So I gave him this blurry picture, and he was able to put that new extension of the taxiway. It looks fantastic. And then those signs from the pictures I sent you. That's my flight school where I rent from. That was awesome. And that's me flying the Bonanza in a terrible way. These are the pictures I did send you. So these are the T hangars. This is Yankee Aviation, I believe. And then the flight school's past these T hangars. So you could go kind of a little generic on the textures on this. And I tried to get you a close-up of one of the T hangars. Not that I did a good job, but that's me driving in. And then this is the entrance gate here. So you basically follow this map. That's where you are. We're here. And then you go that way. That's Yankee Aviation, I believe, in the blue. And this is Alpha 1. And these are all hangars that people rent from. And then you got more T hangars over here. So, more hangars here. And then across the way you have the Mike Goulian School. They do Cirrus training, which I hope to do once I get my instrument. Yep. They also have a call box, which you don't see, but I have to dial 002 on the call box, and they answer me and they open the gate. So.
Plymouth traffic, November 173.
Yeah.
Clear runway 24. Plymouth.
Yeah, I think this should be generic. But, you know, you can kind of see that. I mean, if you later on, not right now, but later on, if you modeled one, you could just reuse it a bunch of times, you know. And then this red one is the hangar coming in, I guess, because there's T hangars right over there. I'm trying to think. Well, actually, I'm driving. Yes, this must be the the hangar right as you enter in through the gate over here on the red one. So that one right there. But yeah, it's exciting, you know, when you first get lessons and stuff, and you have to like drive up to the gate, and then you drive like right onto the way. And there's planes that could come on these hangars at any time, so it's pretty exciting. I remember feeling that way back in 2016 when I started my journey there. Nah, no interiors. Make it easy. You know, again, if you're gonna have an open hangar at all, it'd probably be the Alpha 1 hangar, because they're the ones that do the maintenance on the field and stuff too. That's the Wamset Pond over there. We got to be careful. Actually, we're at 2,900, so we're fine. But New Bedford, which is one of my favorite places to go if you want a quick bite to eat and do some night landings, is right to the south there. And they're going to redo the whole terminal there. They're like a regional airport, but they don't get a lot of traffic. They mostly get Cape Air out of there. And it's a nice little airport. It's a little dated right now, but again, they just got approved, I believe, to do their thing. We got some traffic coming in That's real world traffic with injection. No, that's actually VAT Sim. I'm sorry. I have to reload that too because that's not working. Or dial into a frequency. Can you do that? That's usually what people do. Just don't put it on a CTAF around the area. Alright, I gotta have the screen flash here. I have to load my FSLTL, which I never did after the blue screen of death. I know back in the day, on like the FS 2004, people used to dial in a certain frequency, even if it's like fingers maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would open it up. And the injection is not working. Okay, well, we'll try loading it again. The screen's gonna flash again once that deloads. Here we go. Try this out. There we go. Now I'll load in some real world traffic. Now I'm using this FSLTL program for that. So it injects aircraft. Takes a while, but I have 80 and 80 max on that. And it does a pretty nice job, as deliveries too. As the Wamset Pond. One of the things that fueled King Philip's War later on, by the way, is that the Wampanoag murdered one of their own because they thought he was a spy for the Puritans, the Pilgrims, their ancestors, basically. And they basically put his body in this Assawamsett Pond and it froze over. And then
traffic Kodiak 3 Kilo Delta is 5 southwest of the field at over 1,700.
Or at least some of the Native Americans
entering a left 45 to down for 33 Plymouth.
Pilgrims' ancestors, you know, like 50 years removed, were the ones to blame from his murder. So it's kind of weird how that war started, you know. All right, up ahead is Fall River. That's where I moved to when I first moved to Mass after getting married. Got an apartment with my wife in Fall River, and it's a nice little city. It's a little rough in the schools and stuff, but that's why we didn't stay there. But the apartments were a pretty good price, and if you were in North Fall River, it really wasn't that bad. It's pretty nice actually. But I would think that the open hangar thing is secondary to getting everything just modeled in there, and then you can go back and do it, you know? That's just me, though. I know you're going for some pizzazz here. Alright, I have to take another nose-blowing break. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm going to let Otto keep flying the plane, and I will be right back.
Thanks for setting up the event. It's fun. Time for some food and hockey.
So the traffic Kodiak 3 Kilo Delta to the left on 33 Plymouth.
Alright, I'm coming back. I have this massive cold I've had for days. Oh, and it stinks. But alright, we're getting to Bristol soon. And that would be past Fall River. It's on the other side. But if you ever come around here, you'd probably need a car to get some places. But there's a place called Battleship Cove.
So the traffic Kodiak 3 Kilo Delta left base 33
left
final
here.
out for 33.
And it's a World War II like naval museum. They have a couple planes and stuff. It's pretty nice. I have a video on my Eric DIY channel with my son Zach and I going during one of the Massachusetts free days. That was before COVID, like right before in 2018. It's a pretty nice museum. I hadn't been there in forever because I went there as a kid. And it's not modeled in here either because I could never get battleships. But there is a Braga Bridge somewhere. Let me see. Oh, actually, see that landfill right there? That used to be where the Fall River Airport was. And then they closed it and made it an industrial park because of this landfill. Isn't that nice of them? But over here, trying to see it. Oh, there it is. This is the Braga Bridge, and there's a museum right there on the water. They have the ships in the water, the Taunton River and everything. And then this here is right outside Fall River. It's the Freetown Lakeville Forest, and they think that that's haunted to this day. with the spirits of the Wampanoag. There's actually a Native American burial ground somewhere in there too as well. Excuse me. I need another drink. I wish I had my lozenges, but my 4-year-old couldn't find them. It's alright. Alright, Digi. Well, good. I'm glad. And if you're on, I'll try to watch you. I have to get the kids in bed sometime soon because they're already way past their bedtime. So, but we'll go check on them for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back because, you know, my wife is probably going to hate me after this. So I'll be right back. I'm going to leave it on autopilot flying to Bristol, which I'll be like away for 2 minutes. I'll come right back.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419 will be taxiing on runway, taxiway Echo to runway 24, Plymouth. So I'm not done yet, but Maddie had to use the restroom, of course. You know she's stalling, but that's alright. I was able to get some lozenges while I was down there, so that was a fantastic little raid there, so I had to take a break. So anyways, we're flying over Fall River right now. That museum would be right over here. You see battleships right in the water. And, Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419 crossing runway 33 on Echo, Plymouth.
we have a helicopter landing in Plymouth. That was pretty cool. Alright, you ready? Over. We have to dip down, actually, so let me do that now. I'm going to try to go under the Class Charlie, even though no one's on for VATSIM. So the Mount Hope Bridge is over here, but this is Bristol right here, and the Wampanoag Village is right over here, I believe. And this is also the place where King Philip was murdered at the end of King Philip's War. I should say murdered, I should say attacked. They basically got him here. He went back to his village because he knew he was going to lose. That's what most people say, at least. So, did a VATSIM fight with the Yoda voice? Awesome. That's awesome. It's very good. I'm landing. Landing you must. I can't do it. I have a bad voice. That's awesome, dude. I hope that's archived because I'm going to check that out later on. That's amazing. Alright. We're supposed to be under 1300, so I'm going to go over here. I mean, I could go in there. Let's just go in there. I'm at 1500 and no one's really on VATSIM anyways. So. Alright, so this is Bristol, Rhode Island. Very nice area. There's a bike trail on the other side there. Colt State Park, and it goes all the way up to Providence if they ever fix the bridges. Out there is Providence, Rhode Island. And again, the Wampanoag Village was right over here. Go in bed, dear. I'll be there in a couple minutes. Go get your pajamas on. Thank you. You're awesome. Go get your pajamas on.
So this Mount Hope Bridge is what connects Bristol and Newport, I believe, if I remember right. My brain's not working right today. And this is where the Wampanoags lived. Their main village was actually over here on this side. This is where they got their village at the top of this hill. That's what made it nice. There's at the entrance of Narragansett Bay. And that's where the pilgrims would venture out from Plymouth. They'd walk that whole way travel to talk with the Wampanoags at Massasoit. And likewise, the Americans would come out here and go north, go around. But that's the old Wampanoag village right here. This house is right next to it, so somewhere in here is where they were. Again, you got Roger Williams University right here, my brother's old law school. So we're still in Class Charlie land here, but that's okay. Yep. It's a pretty nice area here. Then you can go to Newport over there. Very nice in the summers, but we're going to head back to Plymouth now and do our final landing of the night. And I'm probably going to, again, have to put on autopilot and have it fly just a little bit so I can get Maddie in the bed and settled. I'm not going to try to stay there forever. I'll be there like maybe 2 minutes, hopefully. And then she'll decide to go on her own with a lovey, if you will, if you know what that is. Alright, so let's set the autopilot for nav. Vertical speed 600. I want to arm it, and we should be good. I'm hoping. I'm going to wait till it gets to 2,900 though, just to make sure. Full throttle to climb. Where is it? Okay, alright, I will check it out. That's awesome. They must have gotten a kick out of that, huh? I'm going to load that up now so I can get it for later. And if I can, maybe I'll put a little bit on stream. Who knows? So. Alright. I got his Twitter. Where's his, I gotta find his Twitch stream. Twitch. There he is. Okay. And that was Pack Your Snow Boots or Boundless EGP Fun. That was actually, it was today. Do you have a time that I can look at for that? Because that looks pretty cool. Or is it actually a clip? I'll take a look for it though. Yeah, I'll look for the clip then. Give me a second. And it looks like the autopilot might hold. It looks like it is. We're getting there. Alright, clips. Highlights. We went to space. No, all videos. Where's the clip section? Clips, there we go. Yeah, I don't see it under clips. Unless it was today, 6 hours ago. There we go. Alright, I'm trying to find which one it was. 4 hours ago. Canadian Yoda ATC.
Sometimes I wonder why I'm friends with you.
Clear to Quebec. Departing.
That's you, man? That's awesome. That is awesome. Alright, let's take a look at it. There we go. You alright? Actually, I have to get on course here. Give me a second. I'm so excited about watching Yoda. And I'm like, oh, yeah. GPS. That might help. Alright, anyways. Everyone, for your amusement, DigiDriver speaking as Yoda on Vat Sim. We ready?
Sometimes I wonder why I'm friends with you.
Clear to Quebec. Departing. Runway 29. We shall. And squawk 5106. We must. Air Canada 197.
That is amazing.
197, every back looks to be hunky-dory. So push and turn will be at your discretion. And call me this frequency when...
Nice. Very nice. That is approved. Alright, well listen, now that we're on autopilot, I know it's holding. I am going to put auto on. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about the interruptions. It's hard when your wife goes to chorus and you had to host an event and your kids have to go to bed. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes, but man, that was awesome. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. She's doing okay with that, but she needed my phone for some lullaby music, so I will have to do everything manually on the streaming computer, which is fine. Anyways. That was amazing. DigiDriver, again. DigiDriver, the man of many talents. He can speak like Yoda as ATC, and he is building some scenery for Plymouth right now. So check him out. I will check him out a little later tonight, especially if you're modeling or whatever you're doing. What were you doing again? I forget what you said you were going to do it, but if you're going to model tonight, I will definitely check that out as well. So, alright, we're leaving the Fall River area, and we're heading towards Plymouth direct. So that is pretty cool. New Bedford's over here, Kilo Echo Whiskey Bravo. Add some scenery for that too, it's up there. But a lot of this stuff I have scenery for because this is where I fly in real life and I want to see that stuff. We should be in Plymouth in about 11 or 12 minutes. So, ground speed of 124 knots. I'm also pushing this thing, so let me back it off just a little bit because I have to. It's a little much. Here we go. Alright. Well, that works for me too, because I can kind of meet towards in bed at that point. So, and we have Thanksgiving tomorrow. However, I usually try to stay awake for Black Friday deals. So, we're going to see what happens on that. But everyone, happy Thanksgiving out there. I keep trying to say that here and there, and I keep forgetting. And feels great that we have a Thanksgiving, even if, whether you believe, you know, the bad stories or the good stories to reflect on for the Native Americans, it's nice just to have a day where we give thanks for everything. And that's what I usually focus on, so. I need a nice tea. My throat is on fire. On fuego. And my throttle's not working the way it should either. I can't wait to get my throttle prop mixture back, or I buy a new one. This works on like the Warrior and stuff, the ones that actually have the throttles like that. But on the Cessna, it doesn't do a good job. So, I'm not quite sure why, but I don't know. I'll have to check my settings later on. It's not a major thing.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419, right base, runway 24, Plymouth.
And again, Battleship Cove would be here. The apartments I used to live in when I first moved in were right past this part of the plane right here. Over here. It's a pretty nice place to live. Rent back then was like $900 a month. That was like 2007, so it wasn't bad. Oh, some clouds. I'm just going to go through it. But some clouds just peaked right there. It was a nice place to live for a starter apartment. And then we got a house in Raynham. It's a little further north over here. And now we live in Dighton, which is actually right about here. So, it's in the middle here. Yeah. Oh, nice. I almost bought X-Plane 12 just to say I had X-Plane 12. But everyone was like, you know, you're more of an MSFS guy. Why change? And they're kind of right, because I'll probably buy it and then won't use it a lot. And I know that sounds sad to be a simmer and to say that, but it's just me. I got everything going on MSFS right now. So, I think that, and believe me, I think that they work very hard in X-Plane 12. It's just, I don't think you can compete without satellite imagery anymore. And I know they had, whatchamacallit there. Yeah. I think I uninstalled it finally. But that was good for airliners. But, you know, for what I do, this does what I want. In X-Plane 12, I can't find a reason why it would overtake MSFS. I think it's a good sim, but I don't like the auto-gen. And they didn't have seasons in it in X-Plane 11, and I guess they do in 12. And that's one of the things they're going to do, right? There are seasons in this, but you can, you know, download some stuff like Bijan Studio and make it look like this, so it's not bad. Excuse me while I show them. But I agree with you. All of them have their pros and cons, you know. Alright, we are right outside the Delta for New Bedford over there. We're also at 2,900. And we'll get some weather for Plymouth 135.62. I think it's going to be 2.4 still, but we'll take a look. And now my radio messed up because I hit the frequency button. Is that what happened? Yeah, that's what happened. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. How am I going to fix that? I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I'm just going to dial it in, I guess. We'll use column 1 if I have to. Boy, I'm just having problems tonight. We recovered from a spin.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1700 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 0C dew point 10C altimeter 3029er.
Alright, let's do it one more time.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1700 Zulu. Wind calm.
Yeah, wind calm.
Visibility 10. Sky condition
So
clear.
we go back to VATSIM Unicom. I had the 5, was it the 530? I think it was the 530 and the 172 I flew to Laconia. It like became loose in the panel a little bit, so it churned right off, and so like my friend was like a little nervous, but I was like, I gotta know the comm radio, so I switched to that one. So this is very much like that, in the fact that now my SciTech panel is doing some weird things. So I don't know, 485, 535. It's on the wrong set there. See, you want to go 635 or 615, 610. So that's the issue now. So I'll just use COM 1. Doesn't matter. We'll go from there. Alright, anyways, we're going to go a little south of the airport, head at 45 into runway 24, and we will call it a night. I want to thank everyone out there that was tuning in, and we're just going to barely make the deadline that I set for 10 p.m. being the last landing. But I wanted to give you a little tour, even if we did have some excitement along the way, including a spin recovery and multiple malfunctions of things here and there, but I'll make it work. It's just a lot of bugs tonight. I don't understand why, but it is. And we'll be okay. Asset offset pond, we want to fly and look as we are going to overfly it. So at Municipal, my closest airport in the area would be up here somewhere.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419er, right base 24, stopping dual Plymouth.
That's Staunton right there. That's Lake Rico. I camped over here with my son for one night. That was pretty nice too. Route 24, I used to live right off of there, by the way. Up here, Reno. That's my first house. But yeah, it's a pretty nice area. See, that's pros and cons like anywhere else. New Bedford over there, the whaling city, famous for hunting whales in the 1800s. All the ships used to take off from over here. Municipal right over there. Alright, we're going to take it off autopilot. And we're going to go to the south of the airport, set up 45. Give you a little view here as we get to the southern part here.
Alright, also start our descent here. So, Allison, call it, would you please?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
There's the airport right over there. And again, we'll be coming in this way to land on 2-4. After a long flight, this is a welcome sight because it gets a little tiring sometimes. No autopilot in the planes I'm renting, so. Actually, I shouldn't say that. In the Piper Orchard, there was an autopilot. It just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I was so excited. I was like, oh, finally I'm playing with autopilot. John, show me how to work this thing. And he literally put it on for the altitude hold, and it started going. So I was like, oh, yeah, we're not trusting the autopilot then, are we? Alright, Cape Cod out there in the distance, by the way. That Provincetown's across the way. You can't really see it from... Oh, actually you can. It's out there. But we're going to go down to pattern altitude of 1,150 once this thing wants to go down enough. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Radical Foxtrot 7 miles to the southwest. We're transitioning south of the airport to enter a 45 from runway 24, Plymouth. Getting down there, which is nice to see. Trim down slightly. But yeah, I have to see if there's new drivers for the NVIDIA card because like I've been getting some blue screens of deaths that I never used to get with older drivers. So I have to see what's going on with that.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419er, right downwind runway 24, Plymouth.
Right downwind, huh? Okay, well you can do whatever you want, but that happened to me at Mansfield one time. There's a helicopter on the right pattern, I was on left pattern. That was quite interesting. I could be wrong about this, but I think with helicopters they can come in if there's enough clearance and they have visual. They can come in across that way. However, I think it would be a little fraudulent. That's left pattern. That's what it is. Alright, I gotta do a final blowing of the nose here. One more time with auto. Then I think we're good. I'll be right back. And we're coming back. Alright. Gonna land this thing and call it a night. We're getting there.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419er, right base, runway 24, full stop, Plymouth.
Okay, he's still on his right base over there. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Radical Foxtrot 4 miles southeast of the airport, and we are setting up a 45 for runway 24 left traffic, Plymouth. All right. What was that? What was that? Did you hear like an engine? I heard like an engine. That's weird. Were my ears blocked or something and I just didn't hear that? No, there's some weird sound funkiness. But I gotta go with it. That could be the helicopter out there or something. Maybe there's something wrong with the sound, but we gotta do this thing. So anyways, I gotta get down there more. That was weird. Interesting. Anyways, we're gonna turn left 45 here, so here we go. Gotta get this thing down. Come on, let's go. And Plymouth traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, 3 miles out on the 45 for runway 24, Plymouth. Don't know why we have that sound going on, but we'll just have to go with it.
Plymouth traffic, helicopter 1419, clear of the runway.
Okay, we're at pattern altitude. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, 2 miles out, left 45 downwind from runway 24, Plymouth. Looks very much like this when you do it in real life too. Just saying. Always check my left ear, make sure no one's coming in. Good. He was clear, so we hope to be the only one landing here. So let's make this happen. I'd like to be a little bit more in there, but that's okay. Plymouth traffic, Cessna 9 or Echo Foxtrot, left midfield, downwind, runway 24, Plymouth. Okay, pretty soon I'm going to kick back to 1700. 1700. Keep it level still. Build off that speed, lead off the speed. Okay, under 110, 10 degrees of flaps, angle down. I usually look for this pond. And I go in the middle there, so I'm going to start my base here.
Boston traffic, America, United 2306 Heavy is on a 10-mile final for runway 04 right.
Should be about 80, 85. And where are we? Looking pretty good. We're a little close actually, so we head out here a little bit. 1500. Another 10 degrees of flaps, angle down still. Wow. Oh, you know, it happens. Proud of you. Helicopters are becoming your thing. I don't know about me and helicopters. It's just me. It's not my cup of tea. Coming in very short here, so. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, left base to final, runway 24, Plymouth. I do full flaps now. And I usually am out a little bit further than this. I just wasn't paying enough attention. So we're gonna land this like a cup. We're gonna come right in here, really a lot here, and land this thing. Digi's gonna fix this whole runway conundrum here too, so that's gonna be awesome. Full flaps, we're good. 65. Throttles out. Flaring. Oh, that was a sweet air landing right there. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Flaps up.
And we'll turn right here. And welcome to Plymouth, Massachusetts, everybody. That is the flight school right there of Alpha 1. That was a really nice landing. Yes, thank you so much for being on the stream and saying Dakbata. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Foxtrot, clear runway 24, Plymouth. Back to the checklist. And I'll show it to you. I just have to do it manually here because my daughter has my phone. Where is it? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Where's my tablet? Oh, there we go. Alright, so after landing, flaps up, strokes off. Landing light off. I like to leave it on, actually. I guess we could turn off Tuesday. Taxi light is required. Pitot heat. Make sure trim set for takeoff. And that helicopter just went away. So that must have been the helicopter landing there. That was probably you. Transponder, I like to leave. Alright, good. Here we go. We're going to pull in right here at the flight school. The Cessna's park on this side. The Pipers are on that side. And we park this way in real life. We get the tow bar out and everything, but I can just kind of pull in here and call it a day. So, yeah, you did a nice job, man. Is it true that you can do like right or left pattern based on like visibility and stuff in a helicopter? Because the state police come in all the time over here with their helicopters, and it's all good. All right, ELT verify silent, avionics off. Mixture full lean. I'm going to turn off all lights except for beacon actually this time. Full lean on the mixture. And we flew for almost 3 hours tonight, honestly, because it did that blue screen of death. Mags off, master off, lights off, parking brake, throttle down, and we're good. And, oh, whoa, hello. Hi. Whoa, that was weird. But welcome to Plymouth, Massachusetts area. Let's make sure this follow mode is off. And that's it. That's where we end tonight's event. Here in Plymouth, Massachusetts, right where it all started with Thanksgiving between the Wampanoag and the Pilgrims when they were on good terms. And Digi, I cannot wait until you make that scenery. These T-hangers look ridiculous over there. But from Plymouth, we'll take one more drone ride by where the Pilgrims were. Let me take the tablet off. I always do that. This is Billington C. This is one of the first bodies of water they saw. That's why it's called Billington C, because it's named after one of the Pilgrims. There's the sandbar again where the Mayflower anchored off of. I'm going to try to get a close-up on where Plymouth Rock was. So, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, this is a monument to the Pilgrims right there. Doesn't really show in the scenery here. If you ever do come visit the Plymouth area, Lobster Hut, good seafood place here. And I don't even like seafood, but their fish and chips is really good. And then there's a whole like little walkway you can walk here. And this is where the Mayflower 2 is. So you can actually see a replica of the Mayflower. They actually do sail it up for maintenance here and there. Plymouth Rock, the first rock where Pilgrims supposedly stepped on. It's right where this gas station is. That's actually Plymouth Rock. It's not a gas station in real life. It's actually like a Roman column type building. This is the museum where they have some artifacts from the Pilgrims and stuff. And then this right here is Leyden Street. This was the street that the Pilgrims lived on. So they had houses on the left and right. They didn't look like this back then. But it was a dirt road. And their town meeting house and slash security slash church was up here where this building is. It's still a church today. As I showed you before, this is, I think it's called Cops Hill, but I could be wrong on that. Probably am wrong on that. But they buried a lot of Pilgrims here on this hill right here because they wanted to hide the number of dead from the Wampanoag so that way they weren't a target. And then eventually they started burying more Pilgrims over here as they passed, just in normal everyday life after establishing things. The town brook, where they got water again, was this thing right here. So that's why it was a nice area to live off of, so they can get some water. It's kind of dirty nowadays, but then, if you really wanted to know what it kind of looked like, they have a place called Plymouth Plantation, which is down here. It's a realistic museum of what it looks like back then. I just have to find it. I will find it eventually. I believe this is it right here. Yeah. So in the simulator, this is what it looks like. But this is a living museum where they have actors act like the pilgrims. And that's kind of what Leyden Street looked like back then. This was the fort. Here's the road. And they have houses on the side. They also have like a Thanksgiving meal. Excuse me. They have a Thanksgiving meal you can attend there, but it's kind of expensive. And honestly, like it's like traditional. You have to eat with your hands and stuff. They also have a mock-up of the Wampanoag village, or a village here. I think that's over here. I could be wrong, but they have like their dwellings and stuff. And then the main museum and parking's over here. So it's pretty cool that they recreated what it looked like back then at Plymouth Plantation. But that's it. The real one is above water. What do you mean? The plantation, or that's the high school out here. When you say real Mayflower too, yeah, it's above water. It's just that it got shadowed out. But yeah, there's an actual ship here. Yeah, and there's actually a pier if you notice. It just got shifted out in the scenery. Someone's got to model that so we can have the Mayflower 2 there. And that's it. So we're going to leave you here on Leyden Street, the original first street of America with the Pilgrims, where they lived. And we already came from Bristol, where, you know, the Wampanoags mutually lived. And we're going to call it an evening here on this special Thanksgiving broadcast. Thanks to everyone out there, especially Real Millhouse, Digi Driver. We had some other people come out too. Let's see. You talk so much, guys, I can't even go back. So I can hear, though. Thanks to Scott Fulke for seeing me on YouTube. Let's see. Good Fixins, thank you for coming out. And anyone else that I might have missed. Nick Resla, thanks for coming out. But appreciate all your support. We're going to leave you here from Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I fly out of in real life. And we will be rating someone like usual. So stay tuned. I'll have you on the end screen, but we will be looking for someone to raid. Have a great evening. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Eat lots of turkey. Leave leftovers for the turkey sandwiches, which are amazing. I love that. And I'll be going to my in-laws tomorrow. So, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see ya. First USA Flying Club event over. We'll see ya, and have a great, great night. Get some sleep. More right rudder. For that spin, you know, spin. Anyways, see you later. Have a good one.